What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
USA, USA, USA. It's game day, bro. You know the homie LeBron out there getting buckets today. South Sudan had to show him what's really good. We're right in the heart of it, Deke. You're catching me in the middle of me being able to just be a fan right in the moment, man. So, you know, life's good right now, man. Shout out to the face. I see what you did, dude. I peeped what you did. The stash with the... I like it. I like it. I like it. Just know you ain't slick.
The beard's starting to grow in a little bit.
You're not slick. I like what you're doing, though.
Yeah, I was rocking the stash last weekend, and I kept it into the week. I thought it was just going to be a weekend thing, but...
It's a vibe, bro.
Yeah, I'm keeping the stash at least halfway through this week. I don't know if it's going to last through the night. I don't know if it's going to last into tomorrow. Just appreciate it while it's here, I guess.
Because I definitely caught that when you walked. I was like, hold on now. All right. Yeah. Like I said, man, for us that can't grow mustache, we got to do all the other extra stuff. But yeah, if I could do that.
Is it showing up?
Yeah.
I don't need Just for Men?
No.
Yeah,
it's
I
there.
see it. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
You're there, bro. You are definitely there, man. Yeah, so it's looking good, though, bro.
Because we know back in the day, 2-3 years ago, I had to coat it with Just for Men to make it look darker.
But see, we passed that stage, man. We're evolving, man. I like it.
Yeah, I guess my T levels have rose up since then. And the stash can just be, it could just be dark on its own.
There it is. Heck yeah, bro.
I don't need to color it.
I like it, though, bro. I like it, man. But what's good with you, though, man? Shoot, like I said, you know what I'm on, man.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I didn't know they were playing right now.
Come on, bro.
Happy that the USA game's on the TV.
Heck yeah, man.
And I'm also happy we're up by, is that 20 points?
20 points. And it's the team that, obviously, when we played them in the exhibition a week ago, came down to the wire. Brian hit him with the buzzer, or the game winner with about 9 seconds left on the clock. So it was good to see. Yeah. It was that. Everybody was going crazy. But it was also cool because it was like, hey, for LeBron not to be clutch, everybody went to him for the last shot. Won't even no debate about it. I was like, all right, salute. And my dog delivered. So I like that also. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right that we take him serious this time around. And as you can see, the score is reflecting. So shout out to Team USA. South Sudan, shout out to y'all, though, man. It's still a good game. It's just third quarter. But just know, man, we have you on the Team USA today, baby, all right?
I'm heavy on them, too, with my betting.
Ooh,
so the first game,
talk that talk.
I didn't even know who we were playing the first game.
Serbia.
It was Serbia.
With the Joker, yeah.
Yeah. I obviously, I knew we were playing Serbia as I placed the bet, but I didn't know who was on it or anything.
Yeah.
I just saw we were favorited by like 9 points, and the money line also reflected that, too. I don't know. It was like, damn, I don't even remember what it was. Man. Was it minus 400, minus 500? I can't remember, but I had $200 in my account, and I'm like, yeah, USA, sure thing in all of these games.
Yeah.
They're going to win the gold. So let me just put 200 on this. It might have even been more than that. It was like 220 or something like that. Let me just put 220 on this USA money line to win $20. And they did it. But it's funny, after I placed the bet, I was like, who's even on Serbia anyway?
Serbia, that's joking, bro, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit, they got Jokic. But, come on, that's got to be their only player. USA needs to, they should win every game.
They should. If they take it serious, they should win every game.
Yeah.
Are some games going to be a little bit more contested than others? Sure. But as a whole, if they do what they're supposed to do, which they're doing today, it should reflect.
So I got a
score.
10% return on investment right there just from a push of a button by betting Team USA in the first game.
Shout out.
And then I was just like, you know what? Let's just double down. I'm going to put all this money on them winning the gold too. It's kind of like the same mindset. Yeah. So I put 200 some down, whatever. Yeah, because it was 220. I ended up getting like 240. I had 240, 250 in the account. I'm like, all right, I'm just putting all this on USA to win the gold. And I think that's to win $50, around 40, $50.
Yeah. But I say it's gonna be real, bro. It's gonna be real.
So it's not like I'm getting the greatest return or anything, but I'm looking at it as an investment in a way.
It is. And as long
as it's a guarantee in my mind. I guess anything could happen, but
I was gonna say technically
we have freaking LeBron James, Steph Curry.
Yes.
Jason Tatum ain't even playing any games. He's like a top 10 player.
They gave him the sympathy start today. He's actually playing well, but yeah, they definitely gave him the sympathy start. They was like, yo, you ain't play at all. All right, it's your turn to go. Tonight, Joel Embiid hasn't touched the floor just yet. So, but different style of teams though. Serbia, big bodies. They was looking for them big bodies in the paint. South Sudan, they all look like KD out here. So it's the wing game. It's athleticism on athleticism today. So Tatum getting some buckets out there playing. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton also, man. Him, Derek White, all them little alternative wings, man. I'm like, yo, y'all showing up today. I like y'all. But yeah, bro, it's a great day, man.
I think that first game was actually, I think it was like maybe minus 900. I don't remember. I mean, we were a heavy favorite.
Heavy.
Yes, it was close to like a 10-point spread.
Yes,
so I put my whole account on it.
All right, let's ride, bro. It's a great one.
It's just funny, though, to put your whole account on a game just to only win like $20.
All right, man.
But it's like they're not losing. And
USA.
We're winning the gold. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Let's just take that money and just put it all on the gold, as opposed to going game by game, which maybe would have been more profitable. I don't know, but I don't got time for that.
Hey, I'm with you, bro.
I just put it all on the gold.
About that, you know what we here to do, man. We are not here to take part. We're here to take over, man. Let's get it done. USA, red, white, and blue, man. I'm loving it. And then on top of that, we also got Steelers putting pads on, thumping out there. We love that. Coach T dropping the black Air Force One picture today. I don't know if you peep. Come on, baby. It just feels right. Just across the board, everything feels right now, man. So yeah, man, I'm loving it, man. But talk to me, Deke. Do you got any Deke thoughts, man? What's been on your mind,
man?
What you got for us?
Talking some USA basketball.
Hey, look, I was trying to be light with it, man. You know, this is where we at right now. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to stay focused on.
Catching up, though. I'm getting a little worried here. This is a good matchup, bro. 14 points.
Listen.
It was just at 20 when we started talking about it.
I told you a week ago they won off of LeBron getting the game winner at 9 seconds left on the clock. So, they are a good team, man. They're a good team. But at the same time, as long as we do what we're supposed to do.
They got any NBA players?
Yeah. Shoot. Like, multiple of their guys are NBA players, but all of them are college players in the U.S. So that's the part that makes South Sudan a little bit interested. Yeah, they got dudes. One cat started at Kansas, one dude at Iowa State. So, yeah. But, no, it's going to be a vibe, though, bro. But this what you need, though, man. Taking it serious the whole time, man. That's what we got to do. But, now we'll be good, though.
We might need to turn this game off.
Nah.
Because now we're only up 11.
You're nervous.
As soon as we started talking about this and watching this.
No, man.
We put the jinx on it.
No, see, you're doing the fan thing. That's if it's not a blowout, then something's wrong. I'm watching it as, bro, South Sudan is a good team. So if you don't respect them, then yes, you're going to be surprised by them being competitive, being close. But as long as we do what we're supposed to do, baby, we go take care of business, man. So trust me, we rocking out today, man. But we got to talk some ball, though, baby, because we do got some action going on over there in Latrobe, man. So we're going to definitely get to that. We definitely got to get to that, man. Got a Hall of Honor class also that just got recently inducted, too. So, shout out to those guys as well, man. But, yeah, baby, what you got? Anything? Or we're going to get right into that thing?
I want to give the Pirates a shout-out for a successful trade deadline.
Shout out to the Pirates. Shout out to
They made some good moves.
That was yesterday. Yeah, I totally missed that. I missed that.
I double-checked with my baseball insider, my Buccos insider, too, to make sure they were good moves before I came on the air here.
I dedefinitely missed this one, man. All right.
Just saying the Pirates made good moves. I wanted to make sure.
Who did we export and who did we import?
Some guys in the farm system, like not our top-tier guys, though.
Okay.
Guys I don't think we're that worried about losing.
Okay, I like that.
We did give up Priester, though. Like, he was supposed to be a pretty nice pitching prospect. But now we have...
It looks like we have
we have a ton of good pitching right now. So I think it's kind of a full house with our rotation, and we could afford to give him up. So we traded him for a position player. That was a couple days before the deadline. But the moves we made yesterday, we got 18 he's got 18 home runs on the season. 18 home runs thus far. So
I like that.
Could potentially get 30. You know, you finish off the season with like 10, 11, or 12. You're around 30. That's pretty good.
No.
His name's Brian De La Cruz from the Marlins.
De La Cruz.
Like I said, we just traded a couple players from AAA, AA, something like that. And then there was another. Is it an infielder? Actually, he's a utility guy. I don't think he's going to be an everyday starter, but he's a plug and play. Okay. Like when a guy needs a rest, like you can put him in a second base, you can put him at third base, shortstop, all over the play. He was a former Gold Glove, so he's good in the field. Not a big bat, but I think he can bat around 260, 270. His name's, I don't know what his name is, but his initials are IKF or IFK.
All right. But we didn't give up anybody important is what it sounds
that's what I'm
like.
saying.
I'm surprised. I like this, bro. Usually it's the opposite. Usually whoever's
I don't think anyone's stressing. I think these guys were ranked like not in the top 20. I think they were like around 25 to like 30.
Yeah.
In terms of like where they ranked as our prospects.
Okay.
In the minor leagues. So I mean,
take that, man. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like we gave up that much.
Nah. Because let's say a year ago we gave up was it Adam Frazier at the break. Then the year before that it was another good player. I feel like the past 2 to 3 years we've been doing more of the selling versus, bringing in some little additions to help us out, man. So let's go.
We're actually in the mix this year.
Let's go.
Thanks to Skeens.
Shout out to Skeens, man. When in doubt, just get you Skeens on your squad, or get you a guy with a mustache.
Legit,
Skeens.
man. Like, yeah, thanks to Skeens, because we've been trying our damnness every time he's pitching to lose some of these games. Holy hell! Brian Hayes had a error in the field. I think that led to us giving up 2 runs. We had to get like a multi-score home run at like the bottom of the ninth just to win the game. I don't even know if Skeens had an earned run to his name, but yeah, why has it got to come down to the wire? Why can't we get some bats on the balls, get some runs in while he's
Deke said, "Can I just get a blowout?
Going on epic runs during these games?
Blow them out and make it easier on all of us."
It's crazy.
This is the same thing we talk about with the Steelers, though. The Steelers win 10 games, we'd be like, bro, could y'all have won by like double digits, though? At some point, does every game have to come down to the wire?
I got to give credit to the rest of the pitching staff, though, too, because they're balling out. Bailey Falter's good. Jones Mitch
is the
Keller.
other young boy, right?
Yeah, Jones. Yeah, he's the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
But Falter, I mean, his first couple starts this year were trash. I was like, this guy sucks. And then ever since, he's been awesome. He's been pretty good. Like, really solid 3rd or 4th guy in the rotation.
Respect on that, then.
Yeah, I think we're 3 games above 500. We're definitely in the wild card mix. Hopefully, these guys helped. We traded for.
Let's go, man. We need all our teams getting into the postseason this year. I don't see why not. Come on, man. Let's get it. Oh, Deke.
Yeah, so I just wanted to give the Pirates a shout out.
Shout out to the
Things
Pirates,
are looking
man.
up. Doesn't seem like we mortgaged our future, anything major down the line, but we added some pieces that should help us.
We getting this set up where we gonna have all 3 friends. Well, at least we know Pittsburgh and I said Pittsburgh. At least we know the Steelers and the Pirates looking like they on the upswing. We'll see what's up with the Pens because they going through their transition that the Steelers kind of went through a couple of years ago. That the Pirates have been kind of going through. So we'll see how the Pens.
We might have to trade Jari.
That's why I was like, I don't know where they're at with everything.
I think we got to trade Jari.
They're in that little bit of a weird phase right now, man.
They get a decent return on him. Just trade him.
No.
Because it feels like whatever other goalie we throw out there half the time does better than him anyway. Yeah. So trade him. He's got pedigree. I'm sure other teams around the league look highly upon him because he's a 2-time All-Star. He's got talent. Just get rid of him. It's not working out here in Pittsburgh. You ain't Fleury, dude. You ain't even Murray, dude, either. Like,
ooh, shout out to Murray. If you know, you know. Shout out to Murray.
Yeah, at least Murray won us some cups.
Yeah, shout out to Murray, man.
That was weird. As soon as we paid him and said we're picking you as our guy over Fleury, he started he went like, down the tubes. What is this? He's terrible. He might even be out of the league right now.
What is this?
I don't even know how that's possible.
Facts, bro. But hey, all is well though, man.
And I like Jari too. I was holding out hope for him.
Jari had a little run.
Doesn't deliver in the big games.
Because think about Jari's one who took over from Murray.
Yeah, just even though the defense has been shoddy at times, there's games he just doesn't elevate. There's times you just need to step up, and play above your team, and he just never seems to do that. It's unfortunate, but the talent's there. Didn't he lead the league last year in shutouts? So yeah, you see the talent. He's almost like Fields, maybe.
Speaking of, we got to talk him. Got to talk him. People are excited, and I like it, man.
I am too.
All right, so with that being the case, man, let's get it going then, baby. All right, because we in the heart of this game, and I know if we don't start, I'm gonna get completely locked into this basketball game. Deke, it's getting good, like good. All right,
it's too close for my liking.
Come on, man. Who doesn't like a little close game, baby?
Well, I guess
I want to feel like I'm in it.
I guess this don't matter for my bet, but it matters for America.
To us. We win. We winners, man. Team USA.
We need to go undefeated.
Yeah, this the goal. That's what we do. The standard's the standard. I'm excited, bro.
Like
I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done. Period.
There's just no way in hell you should lose a game. There's just no way. You literally have.
So and when have they?
What? So how many players are on these teams? 12.
Yeah.
We literally have 9 of the best. 12 players.
Come on, baby.
In this thing.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, as long as you win, that's all that
Luka,
matters.
Jokic, and Giannis. Those are the only 3 I think you'd say if you're ranking.
What about Victor?
Top 12, top 15.
He with France. They got a dub the other day.
Yeah, he's up. I mean, he's getting up there.
Come on now.
He's definitely up there.
Yeah. That's a bucket.
Actually, I'd trade Tatum or Adebayo for
France. France is Wembanyama, Nicholas Batum, and what's the depoy? Defensive Player of the Year the past 3 years. Gobert, Rudy Gobert. He's over there. Yeah, so they got some people going on.
All right, maybe we have.
Yeah.
All right, so if we're doing a 12-man
what I'm
roster,
saying?
we
Yeah.
have 12 of the top 20 players in the world on this team.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuses.
Mhm.
Absolutely no excuses.
All right, so if they lose, then we could criticize them. But until then, just gotta enjoy the show, bro.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean.
Come on, man.
We shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
I don't expect it.
You don't know who brought the L word up. Think about it, man.
This game's gotten closer ever since we turned it on.
Hey, at the end of the day, are they going to say the Team USA won by 30, so their gold medal counts more than the Team USA that won by 5 and still got the gold medal? Or are they going to say they got the gold medal? At the end of the day, they're going to say they got the gold medal. So, as long as you get the gold, that's all I care about, baby. And they're still up 14 casually while you're panic mode also. Just throwing it out there, baby.
All right, what's
Come
next?
on, man. Let's get it, baby. So y'all know how we do this thing. Drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from. Hopefully it's Team USA where you tuning in from. But if you're from South Sudan, you tuning in there, salute y'all as well, all right? But either way, you know we're going to show you some love. So we're going to hit that like button one time for the coach. And don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel. But let's get these shout-outs going, baby.
Mike Hood from the 614, Fairfield County, Ohio.
Shout out to Fairfield County. Let's get it.
916, Sacramento.
Sacked
Says Keon Coleman and Claypool ain't even worth mentioning.
Ooh.
Bro had one good year with the GOAT 7.
All right. I don't know how they got brought up today, but shout out to Keon and Claypool, man. Yeah.
Maybe the chat's going back and forth about them.
Yeah, I was like, what's that about, man? That was random.
Someone may have mentioned them earlier.
Oh, I'm about to say that's super random. We can give you a Bills update, but I didn't think y'all wanted that today, man. Yeah, but shout out to them fellas though, man.
828 Style, tuning in from the 828 Mountain View in Hickory, North Carolina. Says
Shout
football is my soul.
Come on, baby. If you don't believe this thing, what are we doing? What are we talking about, baby? Come on. We love this, man. I think that's part of why I'm so into this Olympic stuff too, because it's like I'm so entrenched in just like sports. Football has been like my life, and now it's like, yo, it's the Olympics. You chance to represent your country, your sport, man. Let's go, man. We need football in the Olympics, man.
I think they are doing flag football.
They're doing flag, but I want like real, like American football with them pads on.
Well,
Not rugby, not any soccer, like a real American football. Let's get that thing popping.
that'd be
man.
an even wider gap than
Let's get that thing popping,
our basketball
man.
team versus
That's
the world.
That's
I mean,
just the time I'm on, man. USA. D. God, family, country. Let's go, man. Come on, baby.
I don't even think other countries would have football teams.
Hey, they'll figure it out. Put some pads on. We'll figure it out. What's up? Come on, man. I'm trying to check y'all temperature over there too.
Leah Warren from the 254.
Shout out to Leah Warren. You always know we appreciate you rocking out with us. Killeen, Texas, always. Shout out.
Hannibal 090 from the 770, Hot Atlanta.
Let's go. Shout out to Hot Atlanta one time, man.
Noam from the 613, Ottawa, Canada.
Respect. Let's get it. And then let me get a couple in here real quick, man, because I'm over here watching Team USA increase their lead. All right. But more importantly, man, I got to get locked in because we got people tapping in with us, like the homie Adrian Bustamante in the 559, Fresno, California. Reminds me of Bam Mate. That's what they call Big Bam when he hitting threes. He done hit 2 already today, all right? So shout out to Bam Mate and shout out to you over here, Adrian Bustamante, all right? Then we got Otis Williams. Yeah, I said Williams, yeah. Tapping in Albany, New York, the 518. Salute you one time, baby. And then we can't forget the Don Hefe Quan in 323 Watts, California. And then let me talk about the other homie real quick. Remix in the 315 Q's, Syracuse, New York. Shout out to Syracuse. All right. And then after that, man, I'm going to end it with the homie Floss tapping in from the 412 Irwin, PA. I did not know that Irwin was still 412. That's out there. Shout out. That's like heading on to Lake Road, man. Yeah, I like that, baby. I like that. All right. But yeah, man, so let's get it. And all right, I'm sorry. I'm going to end it with NML Finesse 410 because he's tapping in from the 410, a.k.a. the trenches, Be More. But he's still rocking out with us with that beautiful black and gold, man. So I'm definitely enjoying that. All righty. Looking at the supers, I think we'll start there because it's actually going to coincide with a little bit of the training camp that we'll talk about before we get on with TG.
Sure. Tito Good Vibes, get the Mets membership to Frank K.
Shout out to Tito being an absolute rock star at life. And Frank K, Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Let's get you Dub. Liking him some Jack Coletto. Says Coletto is definitely him. I've seen enough.
Okay. Yeah, for those that don't know, Jack Coletto is a real life fullback, man. Yeah, he's from the what they call it, the flat forehead society, where they're not afraid to go ahead and put that Rydell on your Rydell and see who's gonna go to sleep first. That's what they saying right now. That's what they saying.
Does he rock the neck brace or whatever that was?
Oh, he needs to have the stank one, right? I know we talk about
From way back when you had the metal linebackers
yeah.
and fullbacks rocking them.
That's how you could tell back then, though, who was really like that. That boy come out there with that neck roll, you like, oh, man, we got one of them today. Yikes.
He's not rocking that?
I have not checked that one just yet. So I'm gonna pull back the curtain, man. We went out there. We were actually supposed to go out there yesterday. We was driving out there. I got bougie. All right. It was pouring down raining as I was driving from Pittsburgh up until like it was about to start. So I made an audible. All right. I'm actually gonna head back out there tomorrow because it's supposed to be nice weather. So I actually have not had a chance to see that detail just yet, but I will check that out tomorrow. Cause yeah, like I said, I was definitely on my bougie. I couldn't stand in the rain, Deke. I see me in the rain, bro. Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for that at this stage of my life that I didn't want to potentially have to stand in the rain, bro?
How bad was it raining?
The drive out there was pouring down. I don't know how hard it rained when practice actually started, but based on what we was driving in, I was just like, bro, this ain't the vibe today. So that's why I'm like, maybe it's just me. But shout out to the people that did go out there, man, because yeah, it looked like it was still a dope turnout, man. So salute to y'all. But that just wasn't my energy yesterday. I ain't have it, bro. That was I got bougie on this. I'm sorry.
Not gonna front. This is the first time I've heard Jack Coletto's name since training camp started.
Respect. But they just put the
let's
pads
go
on.
UW's word. I mean,
they just put the pads on yesterday. So to me, Jack, we talk about some of these linebackers, right? We talk E-Rob, and we've said in the past he versus the more athletic guys, right? This is where he typically should show up a little bit more. We talk about in the trenches, the young rookies, whether we talking Troy or even Broderick, Dan Moore, Zach Frazier, Nate Herbig, we say been taking the 1 reps right at center. Now we kind of get a chance to see what does that look like now that you're playing real football. Because shirts and shorts going to tell you one story, but this is going to give you a little bit more of an accurate depiction of who's like that and who, might need a little bit more work to get up to speed.
Either way, it's good news.
No, facts on that, man.
I'd like to have another guy like that, Jack Coletto. I mean, especially because he is a primary fullback in the mix to make this 53-man roster. Like, make it interesting. I mean, I just like another element being thrown in there. And Arthur Smith, in the past, has liked using fullbacks.
Oh, no, absolutely.
So, I mean, someone's going to be out there in the fullback role for a given amount of snaps, game in and game out. It's just, is it going to be a Jack Coletto, or is it going to be a Michael Pruitt or Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward, that type of thing?
Very true.
Let's go, UW. Barnes and Bishop might be the answer to slot cornerback. Might not even need Sutton. Who's Barnes?
Let me pull up Barnes. I know with Bishop, man, because I know they said with Bishop, man, he's been making some plays. Barnes, let's see.
I heard Bishop's getting the number 1 reps.
Yeah, Bishop,
he's been taking good too.
He's been taking all of those reps, been making plays also. We've seen a couple of the clips, obviously, where Calvin Austin has had some success with the speed. A little bit, also looking at some of those clips, I'm like, yo, shout out to the quarterback throwing that joint because he's definitely putting it in the right place as well. But yeah, I'm actually trying to Kalon Barnes. All right.
We just pick him up.
Former 7th round pick in 2022 to the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, this had to be recent then, I suppose. Yeah, has 3 seasons experience. Started out that first year in Carolina. These past 2 seasons he's been in Minnesota with the Vikings. But nothing in terms of active stats or anything like that. So we'll see, man. But 6 foot, $186, good size on him, especially if we're talking in the slot. We're going to get familiar with him.
With all due respect to Caleb Barnes, we'll take Beanie Bishop.
Well, this is my thing, man. Nobody knew about an Arthur Marlette like that. Nobody knew about a Mike Hilton like that. Nobody knew about a Cam Sutton. Or a little bit more people know about Cam Sutton because he was a draft pick. But think about the past couple guys that we've utilized. They haven't been big names or all world. Does he even
play slot?
They're saying, I'm just based off of what the comments say.
Sure.
That's all. Yeah. So it's like, versus let's just say because we don't know him, he ain't going to make it. I'm like, bro, we ain't know Mike Hilton when he came over here, and this was his second year in the league, or maybe his third after sitting up there cut back and forth with the Patriots. Came here, and now he's turned himself into a heck of a player. So with Kalam, man, we'll see. You know, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I could be butchering it. If I am, no offense, baby.
You're saying he's pretty fast.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not familiar with him, but at 6 foot, $186, that's decent size. Like, especially when you talk about the slot. You know what I mean? So I don't see why he can't compete in that thing. But I would also caution everybody and say this as well, man. I know Let's Go UW said, you know, with Barnes and Bishop playing the way they are, maybe we don't even need Cam Sutton. Just remember, Cam Sutton is actually battle tested, not in a training camp setting where it's familiar pieces. You know the scheme, you know offense and defense. We're talking with Cam Sutton, we didn't see this dude play versus a ton of different players, body types, and make actual real life plays in stadium. So as much as I'm excited about what those guys are doing in training camp, I'm still going to reserve that part for the season when they actually can start making plays. And that's, you know, what we're going to talk about kind of with every position, realistically, with some of these younger guys, draft picks versus proven veterans and stuff like that. That's my only hesitancy, because we do know, as we saw even a year ago with our training camp preseason reports, at times, man, dudes would be cooking in this setting, but sometimes it's more so based on the familiarity of it versus this guy has just stepped up and he's at a different level than everybody else he's playing against. And that's the part where, you know, you take training camp, you take preseason, a part of it, but you still want to see them in real games versus some of these other killers that are around here league wide as well.
I'm just liking this Beanie Bishop buzz.
And it
seems like from the start, ever since we signed him,
he's making plays,
and
man.
He didn't get drafted, and didn't we give him a decent bonus too? Anyway,
yeah, he was the highest paid of the non-draft picks for us.
Yeah. Ever since we picked him up, though, it seemed like his archetype would fit perfectly with the Steelers' slot cornerback position and how we've been traditionally running it, with like a physical guy, grinder type of dude. Yeah. You know, you saw that from a Mike Hilton and Arthur Mollett. So, yeah, I'm just liking that he's getting these reps like that. He's following Cam Sutton around. Yeah. JPJ's talking him out. Like, he's performing. And it's not just all talk. People are saying, like, he doesn't look out of place.
Nah.
So that hypes me up.
Yeah, and like I said, based off the clips that I've been seeing from Beanie specifically, the only time where he's been beaten is been late in the play due to Calvin Austin, you know, being able to have that separation speed. And shout out to Calvin also showing some of the little details that I'm seeing just in terms of the top of the route, catch point stuff, versus staying here, drifting a little bit, finding different ways to create that little bit of separation. And like I said, if that's Phils who's been throwing all these passes, shout out to him on some of that stuff as well, man, because to me, I think that is all good on good in the sense that Benny's getting excellent reps, but offensively, those guys that even when they're making these plays, no different. We saw the GP one hand on JPJ, right? That's not a bad play by JPJ. He's in excellent position. That's just GP doing the above and beyond. If you get beat on above and beyond, man, you tip your cap to that every single day, because the odds are 9 times out of 10, they can't do that every single time. So that's the part when I look at Beanie, I'm like, bro, even on your quote unquote bad plays, these are still good. Like, these are good losses for you. Very similar to when I look at JPJ, I say, yo, that's a good loss because GP is just going to that next level. We're looking at Calvin Austin. Hey, you're looking like you're going to another level. That's what we want to see.
Let's go, UW. So hypothetically, if Leal and Benton ball out this year, how do you think that could affect us re-signing Cam?
Cam is the unique one solely because he's ahead of the game, and those guys we don't have that type of information on just yet. I don't know how Cam handles potentially having to play this year out without having a new contract or an extension. Does he look at it, play well, and now he's in his feelings about it when it's negotiation time and he's playing a little bit more hardball, and, you know, that makes them in the organization kind of bump heads? Or is it, man, the season goes, Leal bit and ball out, Cam looks more so like he did last year than he did the 2 previous years where he was double-digit sacks, then yeah, I think that the team would simply say those guys are younger. They're both draft picks. They're homegrown. We know we want to get younger at the position, so I think that they would prioritize those guys over Cam in terms of the compensation, especially if Cam would still be looking for the number that he was looking for this offseason.
What's Leal's deal?
Yeah, I was
Is
coming
this
up
his
on the
fourth
final
year?
year. Yeah,
Okay.
and he was he third round?
Yeah.
Because I know there's no fifth year option with him because he's not a first rounder, so it's 4 and out the gate. Yeah, but that's my only thing. It's like
Yeah, it
until
definitely knocks the number we're willing to pay Cam down.
Yeah,
and then it just comes down to him whether or not he'd want to be a Steeler for life or actually play somewhere else.
But I also think it's a difference too if Cam goes out there and gets another double-digit sack season. Cam goes out there and gets 10 again. Now we're seeing 3 of the past 4 seasons, Cam has been 10-plus sacks. That is a very different conversation than what we've had this offseason where Cam's coming off of an injury, missed a substantial amount of time, and only has 2 sacks. You know? So I think all of that kind of goes in hand in hand. But I think it's a dope situation though right now, man. Like,
yeah, I'm hearing good things about Leal.
Heck yeah. And for him, he knows it's put up or shut up time,
It
man.
is. Yeah, he's on his last
put
leg.
up or shut up time.
And a guy of his caliber, his talent, we should be seeing stuff like this. I think we should have been seeing stuff like this earlier.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does take you being pushed or back up against the wall.
Yeah. And the one thing I'll say too is everybody develops at a different pace. I was listening to Broderick Jones talk post-practice, and they were kind of asking him, because of how well he played when he got the opportunity to start last year, should the team have put him out there earlier? Because remember, everybody was saying that, right? I think you were one of the ones too. Man, what y'all waiting on? Put him out there. And he himself said, nah, bro, I wasn't ready. He said, I'm actually glad that I got a chance to sit and wait and watch. He said it made me
might have worked out great for JPJ too last year.
He said it made me way more comfortable out there. He said I understood how to take care of my body, how to watch tape, how to prepare. He was like, even the body types of the guys. He's like, I literally got a chance to watch all of that, and then I had to go out there. But he was like, I don't know if it would have been the same. He's like, I honestly wouldn't change anything from that. He was like, that it gave him time. And I think that's the one thing that we're always kind of going back and forth on, just as fans of these players, especially the draft picks, because we're so excited and eager to see them out there. But at times it is like, yo, hearing the players specifically tell us like, yo, man, I didn't need that early. Like, it was good to wait a little bit. That's also kind of good to hear as well, man.
Boo Man 318 gifted a Moats membership to Lifted Ones.
Shout out to Boo Man being a rock star at life and Lifted Ones. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mike Hood, I hear it got a little spicy at camp today. E-Rob showing Fields who the boss is on the field.
That is also what I heard.
Here we go. Missing content, Mr. Moats. Deke put out a couple vids.
Shout out to the homie Deke, man. I love it, baby.
And he's got a beer emoji next to that.
Cheers to you as well, man. But yeah, man, I did not actually get a chance to see what took place, but yes, shout out to E-Rob. I heard that the physicality was on display. And when you've heard us talk about, specifically me talk about him, the reason why I'm Team E-Rob is because of that physicality. And I think that is going to be important because the same way we're hearing the good about his physicality, we've also been hearing some of the good about the young boy Peyton Wilson in terms of his athleticism and him talking about how his conditioning allows him to make certain plays. I did a whole feature on him on Steelers.com. So that's the part for me where I'm saying, hey, man, if E-Rob is cooking the way he's cooking, Queen's cooking the way he's cooking, if Peyton Wilson is doing what he's doing, well, now we talking about having dope just across the board, whether we're seeing starters or the depth, or if we're getting into the packages that we've kind of referenced at points in time also with those dudes. And this has nothing to do with Cole Holcomb just yet either.
Yeah, I'm getting a little worried about him.
Why you getting worried? Don't be too worried just yet. Don't be worried.
I'm seeing some stuff.
He working his way back, man. The same way.
Someone said he's nowhere close.
Listen, the same way when Devin Bush was going through his recovery and we would hear multiple reports, right? The knee wound is the best he's ever felt. He's ready to go. Then it's, oh, man, he's still, taking some time. He's got a ways to go. But then we would actually get a chance to see it. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I'm like, we know we're going to get a wide array of reports surrounding Cole because some people are going to look at him and have an opinion. He's going to have his opinion on how he personally feels. And then the team is going to have their messaging also. But as long as we got these other 3 dudes that are doing what they're doing thus far, I look at Cole Holcomb as, man, that's house money. That's just bonus. If you're available at the beginning, great. But maybe you're the one that we got to wait a little bit to get back to. We know injuries happen. We know dudes get banged up.
Between Holcomb and Bush, where Bush was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah, he didn't have that luxury of we can
got
sit you and
3
wait.
dudes that might be studs for us here.
Yeah. So that's why I look at the linebacker, the inside linebacker room. I'm like, bro, across the board, we can go with any combination we want and we feel good about it, bro. That's a good problem to have, man. It's a really good problem to have. But it's competitive in there, though.
Sean McCartney also has a comment related to the last comment. He says, what do you think about the training camp brawl?
Listen, man, I don't know all the details of it. Like I said, I wasn't out there today. But the one thing I will say is this, man. Brawls happen. Training camp fights happen. We're talking about peak testosterone. Everybody is feeling like an alpha male. We've all been training for months at a time. We've had to see each other throughout OTAs, mini camp, rookie mini camp, and we haven't had a chance to physically express ourselves to one another. So now, after, all of that in May and June, and then you come out here, you get this acclimation period first week, guys still making plays, headlines, etc. Now you get a chance to put the pads on. Now you get a chance to do that, we call it the great equalizer. If you're a great athlete, cool. Can you take this punch that I'm about to give you in your face, though? And now we get a chance to see who can handle that. And then, in the midst of physicality, sometimes, it spills over, and now we got to fight for our honor, Deke. You feel me? Sometimes, man, you get done bad on the field, and it's like, hey, man, let me try to get it back with these. Sometimes you get done bad with those too. But every once in a while, it makes a guy feel a little bit better about themselves. So as long as it's done within, the right space, keeping it on the field, don't let it linger into the locker rooms, the dorm, stuff like that, which I've seen at other places. There have been times where, a fight starts on the field, but dudes take it personally, and now they fight each other in the dorms. That becomes an issue. That's different than today. That's different than what the Steelers have experienced thus far. And as long as it stays like that, I don't think there's an issue with it, man.
Yeah, I doubt that's happening.
Yeah.
I like to see it, man. Like, I like to see the offense. A guy, I think Mason McCormick was one of the dudes that first got in the mix once he saw Landon Roberts hit Justin Fields. It's like something it feels like we've been missing at times from this offense, like camaraderie, like a brotherhood.
Y'all pissed that man off.
Dude, that's a rookie too. Like I like to see that. It seems like we drafted the right guy there. Yeah. You combine Mason McCormick with Roman Wilson. Everyone's been talking about him having the dog in him. Yeah, Zach Frazier, Fautanu. We got some Steelers, man, like in this draft that we and even going back to last year with the Broderick Jones pick.
I love it, bro.
Pickens has shown he's got the dog in him. Obviously, Jalen Warren. Like these young pieces, hopefully they could bring back that Steeler way where it's like, all right, you ain't messing with us. But we're going to stick up for ourselves, and we're going to stick up for each other.
Yeah, and you look, offensively, we got those guys, or we're hearing that we're getting those guys, whether it's via youth versus, proven players. But it's still, we are seeming like we have those type of dogs on offense. We know defensively we got that.
Yeah. But that's what we've been missing on offense is
man.
that
you
leadership.
Need that edge a little bit.
Brotherhood, that extra physicality, setting the tone.
And letting your brothers know that it matters, not verbally, but through your passion on the field. When you're ready to fight a dude, Deke, man, because of this game.
That's a 4th-round rookie versus Landon Roberts, who's been in the league for how long, right?
Multiple contract dude. Come on, bro. Heck yeah. But that's letting him know. That's letting all the dudes on offense and defense know Mason is not playing, bro. He takes this thing serious, and if you mess with his quarterback, he's got an issue with you. I love it, man. And then for E-Rob, I love it too, because it's like, bro, all these other dudes get talked about.
Yeah, as long as he didn't take a cheap shot on fields or anything.
Right, but all these other dudes get talked about because what they look good in shirts and shorts. We know that you thrive with the pads on. So, man, shoot, if this what you do what you do. And I think that that's the beautiful part for him right now. Because now it evens it out for a dude like him. Like I said, across the board, man, I think it's a good situation. But shout out to Justin Fields, too. Don't play with Justin. Like, obviously, he's been, we know the headlines. We've seen the crazy exotic plays from him. And, yes, we all obviously know that there is some context to that. We've also seen some of the not-so-savory plays as well. But as a whole, man, it is fun to, like, have that type of excitement happening right now. Like, you watch this kid pull it down, run him like, oof. Yeah, that would have been that's 20. That's legit. That's legit. Then you watch him teardrop the thumb like, oof. All right. I like that. But the big thing is consistency.
I was gonna say, did he have 2 fumbles today?
That's what they said.
Says.
He had the fumbles and he had the pick yesterday. Nobody's gonna be perfect, and especially him. But that's part of why he is who he is.
It seems like we're getting the Justin Fields experience right now.
You see how high end he can be at times, but then you also can see some of the little details that he has to be cleaned up on. That's Justin Fields, though, man. But that's why he is who he is right now, league-wide. He is a lightning rod because you see the same clips that I've seen. And to look at them clips and to not act like this dude has the potential to be one of them, That's the part. But then the flip side is you see some
he
of
had
the
a
bad
really
plays.
cool Mahomes-esque sidearm thrown to Pickens. It was really cool.
Yeah. And then you have some of the plays where it's like, yo, why that one? But that's him. And that's what we're hoping that we can get cleaned up out of him. And hopefully this new experience for him will benefit him because he's never been in a quarterback competition, league-wide at least. He's never had a vet in his room like a Russell Wilson before. And I just think across the board, both of those things, man, are going to benefit him because it's going to make him prepare with an edge every single time. It's going to make him show up to practice knowing that every rep matters. And essentially, the longer Russ has waited to get fully, implemented into the team and being back from his calf injury, those are great opportunities for Justin to show that, yeah, if I'm franchise quarterback, this is what it's going to look like, man. If you want to see what a leader looks like, let me show you this. And I think that's a benefit for him, but Russ is coming, man. Russ is getting ready, getting out. And that's just going to continue to pick up for him. So that's the part for Fields where it's like those other plays that are exciting are great, but you're not going to be able to have all of the little stuff, like you talk about the multiple fumbles or the pick. That type of stuff is going to hurt you versus a Russ. Russ might not give you the super, super high-end sexy that Fields gives you, but Russ isn't going to give you some of that, like, bad that we can see with Fields as well. And that's the part where it's going to come down to that personal preference for the coach. Hey, man, do I want to go with this that's a little bit safer here, higher floor, but maybe not as elite in terms of the skill? Or do I go with the lightning rod? He can give me this or he going to give me that. But that's the thing right now, man. But definitely an exciting time, bro.
Yeah, with Russ sitting out pretty much these first 6 practices. I know he ramped it up a little bit more yesterday and today, but he's still been limited.
You know why he had to do it today, though?
Mr. Unlimited has been limited.
You know why he was out there today, though, doing what he did today,
I don't know what happened today.
Come on, bro. The goodies was there.
Sierra was there?
My goodies. It's my goodies. Not my goodies. Yeah, bro. So, when wifey show up, you got a ball. You got to put on. It's been times I ain't want to practice.
I'm not wrong. He was still limited today.
He was. But it doesn't matter because wifey was there. You know what I mean? His wifey was there, so he was ready. He showed up. This back-to-back days of him actually taking reps. That's the part that I do like. Because prior to that, he wasn't even doing indie. He was, with the baseball cap on, just kind of walking around. So at least now we have him fully dressed. He was taking he did individual yesterday, waiting to get the full details of everything that he did today. But for him, man, we know this isn't as important for him because of his cachet and what he's already proven to, his floor to be, so to speak. But at the same time, he is in a competition. So that's
I was going to say, it's still a little important because it's a new team for both of these guys.
It's a competition, yeah. And he's still having to show this new staff that, hey, this is what I look like in pads also. This is what I look like after multiple days in training camp. This is what I look like when I'm fatigued. This is what I look like when I'm stressed out. He still has to build that rapport and that trust with the Steelers. I'm just saying, from a league perspective, Russell Wilson is up here in terms of his respect from players. You might not like him personality-wise. Is he too good? He's two shoes, that type of stuff. But in terms of on-the-field play, he's up here in terms of respect where we're not asking a ton of questions. Yeah, he's the first guy in, last guy out. They talk about even when he wasn't practicing taking reps, 6 o'clock at night, he's out there on the field. The same thing we joked about him doing in the stadium, run the whole play script by himself. He's doing that every day, bro. So when you talk about leadership, you talk about hard work, and when you talk about that, we know we haven't had that in a while. And to see the quarterback being the one that's kind of spearheading that type of, I'm going to be the one that stays super late. I'm going to be the one that's going to be the first one there. It does set a certain trajectory for your team. And I think that that's also going to benefit these dudes. But he got to be careful, man, because Fields is going to push him, bro.
That's what I was going to bring up. Like,
Fields
with how these last 6 days have went and Fields getting all these QB1 reps, I feel like the door has been opened a little bit. Or at least it's been more open than it's ever been this offseason in terms of, like, could Fields actually be QB1? Like, does he have an actual chance?
My question to you is this.
But I was just going to say, I was thinking that more yesterday. Now I'm hearing in the chat, Fields had a couple fumbles today. It's like almost the Fields' inconsistencies are the things that are gonna hurt him right here, as opposed to Russ even being out there and Russ proving things himself. It could just be Fields giving that Justin Fields experience, the up and down play, and then you know what you're getting from Russ. You know the steady level play that you're getting from him. But then back to your point, he does still need to show it here because this is a new environment, new system, new coordinator, new teammate, all that stuff. Like if he keeps sitting out and all this limited practice and stuff, it's like, man, and don't leave the door too open here. Because we see what Fields is capable of, but then, like I said, if Fields keeps playing like he is, he's hurting himself in a way. Like, we're seeing the highlights, we're seeing the great stuff, but then the inconsistency, like, I can't count on that for week 1. I can't count on that in regular season.
I like training camp because of this. We've had the opportunity to see OTAs and see these type of practices and see both of these dudes. This is the first time that fans have had the opportunity to see it in a practice setting. But the almighty power of social media has morphed how people are viewing the competition. I mean, you kind of said it yourself right there. Man, I'm seeing these plays. Yo, as he closed the gap, I'm seeing these plays. Man, can he really do it? And you think about the first OTA practice we came back from, me and TG both said the same thing. Bro, Fields does some electric stuff. But then he does some stuff where you like, I don't know if that's going to work. Then you look at Russ and we say, that's the professional quarterback. That's not the great athlete. That's the professional quarterback. He doesn't wow you every time, but that's the professional Super Bowl winning quarterback. And it's clear just in terms of watching them both stylistically. But once again, the reason why Justin Fields is who he is league-wide, the reason why Chicago is still back and forth on if they should keep him or move on to Caleb Williams, right? The reason why we were even talking about this dude is because of this. He can be wildly exciting, man. Some of that stuff is undeniable. You're like, bro, if you're doing that, how do you not be a top 5 quarterback? But he still has to clean up some of that other stuff. And I think that's going to be the theme throughout this training camp setting, especially when we get to these preseason games. Now, and this is kind of where I'm at with Russ availability, Fields practicing, and how I think it could go. I don't think Russ can lose his job as the starting quarterback based off of the practice reps. I think the way that Russ would talk like week 1, because if they make the switch in season, I think it's because of performance, right? Games are going. But in terms of Russ to not have it by week 1, it's going to have to be Phil showing up in these preseason games. I think the practices are cool. I think it's a dope situation. But for Russ, we know we've seen Russ too much in games make plays. And not just regular season games. We've seen him in the postseason make plays. I think that that's the one part that, as exciting as Fields is, as up and down as it is, I need to still see that translate to actual in-game complete performances that resonate and turn into wins, not moments. And throughout his career thus far, he's had moments.
Absolutely.
And even in training camp, we've seen moments. But we haven't seen a consistent start to finish like we've seen from Russ countless times. Even on Russ's down year, right? If we want to say Russ's worst year of his career was last year, still look at that year and look at that in comparison to some of how erratic Justin Fields has been throughout his. And that's why everybody is so, all over the place a little bit with these two guys. Because one, you might say, I'm not saying he's boring in terms of Russ, but he's a little bit more put together, not as this highly exciting.
That's the weird thing, though.
But he has moments, though.
I was going to say, he is an exciting player. I just think he's old.
He's older.
I think people take some of the older players for granted. Like even Aaron Rodgers coming in this year. People are just viewing him as an afterthought. That's Aaron Rodgers, man.
I'm with you, bro.
Even Tom Brady in his late stages. Obviously, we know Steeler Nation was disrespecting Ben all over the place his last couple of years. But I think that happens with older players, older great players. People just, for whatever reason, want to overlook them. But my message is don't overlook that greatness, because I think that greatness that Russell Wilson has, that Hall of Fame pedigree, that's something you can rely on coming into this season. It's just, some of the stuff with Fields, man, like it is exciting. Like that's the point you're bringing up here. Like you could see the vision for this offense with Arthur Smith, some of the read options. Like
bro,
you could see how it could really work.
Where Fields pulls it on the left side, he darts up with. I'm like, bro, Russ can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's the part that makes Fields exciting.
Yeah,
when the play breaks down,
you get 20 yards in a snap of a finger.
And it's like a smooth. He's not even trying hard. You're like, bro. But when we said, yo, he's that type of athlete, now you're kind of getting a chance to see it. It's like, bro, that's different. That burst, that's different. Even when he flicks his wrist at times, it's like, yo, when you read it, you throw it who you throw it to, hey, bro, that's different. But once again, consistency. But I think it's a dope scenario, man, that the Steelers have done in terms of getting both of those guys here. Like, I think both of them are going to continue to push each other in multiple ways. And I think just for the team itself, we're all going to benefit from that, man.
Yeah. Because it was curious to me as to why Russ was getting held out, too, for these first 4 sessions and ultimately 6 in this, like, limited way. Because Russ was saying he was good to go.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, all right, Tomlin...
Create the adversity, baby. Come on now.
Yeah, Tomlin said it was his decision ultimately to
and being a
hold
little
Russ
cautious,
out.
he said, too.
Yeah, being cautious. But then I'm like, all right, is this Tomlin saying to Russ, I really believe in you, like, don't worry about it? Or is he just like, all right, hey, you're not available, or like, I don't want to risk it with you. I'm really interested in this Justin Fields guy. Like, let's see what he's got. Maybe this is going to be a little bit more of an open competition than what we were leading on.
My question is, why can't both of those things be true?
It might be.
Because,
then, like I said, Fields is screwing himself with some of these inconsistencies.
But as a coach, this gives you the chance to see both of those things happen. If Russ is out here the whole time, I don't necessarily get a chance to have Fields out here without having to look over his shoulder for multiple days and to see how he responds when he feels like, hey, I don't have that guy taking those reps the same time I'm taking my reps. How does he respond? Can he consistently put together high-end performances also? Played well. Can he do it again? Also, Team USA just won 103-86. I know you were concerned. I know you were nervous when it got to like 12. I know that. But they won 103-86. All right, Deke.
Good win.
USA! 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 Shout out to Team USA, bro. Like I said, man, we ain't on that panicky stuff, man. It's America. All right? And guess what? Guess what's tomorrow? Guess what's tomorrow, man? Deke, guess what's tomorrow, man?
I don't know.
Come on, man. We doing it again, but with the ladies this time, all right? So you know we turned up, man. That one you definitely ain't got a trip. I promise you. They're going to be like 50, all right? It's ridiculous with them. But yeah, baby. Come on now. All right. But going back, though, to the Russ in the field situation, man, like I said, I just think for Coach Tomlin, you get best of both worlds with how it's playing out right now. You know Russ' injury isn't significant. It's a strain of the calf that he got pushing a sled on the conditioning test. That's a whole nother situation if we were to talk about that.
Yeah,
but,
that's stupid.
Yeah, but we got new strength coaches. Young guys coming from collegiate ranks. It's just a different mentality. And at times, it's a learning process for everybody. So for the coach, I'm sure he's going to learn from this. And yeah, for the team, hopefully they will show some grace. Because yeah, I was like, yo, y'all are wilding, bro. It's no way y'all had that man pushing the sled, bro. Y'all are wilding. But with this though, like I said, Russ, he has to sit there and feel uncomfortable. When you're not practicing, but everybody believes that you're supposed to be the guy, you should feel uncomfortable. Russ is one of them type of dudes who's going to feel uncomfortable. He's going to be eager to get back out there, and that's why he does all the extra, showing up early, staying after late. That's a part of it. But for Fields, like I said, it does give him this chance, man. Great opportunity for him.
Yeah, because I feel like it didn't mean nothing. Because if you're getting both quarterbacks, new team, new system, all that stuff, if he's getting all those QB1 reps and he's doing good, and a lot of the reports were Fields has looked good, but you're right, some of those inconsistencies popped up. Like, it's different just one day. It's just the first day. Russ, you could take a seat, but then he's back out there day 2, full participant, everything. Like, this was 5 days going on. It was 6
the
days.
First week, and the main pad practice you're limited. The second pad practice you're still limited. So yeah,
like Russ, he wants to build chemistry with this squad. He wants to showcase his leadership, showcase that veteran presence, and like you're not able to fully do that if you're not out there participating in 100% manner. But I like some of the stuff that you brought up. Like, he's taking every opportunity outside of practice to put that on display.
And that's the part where you're like, yo, if you can't give me this, show me you got everything else. And Russ has been doing that. And he's also been supportive of Justin Fields. That's the other thing that I do like, and that's why I say Russ is like the true pro, because you also can see Russ communicating with Fields, giving him little pointers and tips. And in a competition, that is not always easy to do. But for Russ, he's handling this in a very mature sense. But Russ has been in competitions before, so I think maybe it's his experience. Yeah.
Or full faith in himself.
That too, because I'm like
tapping into that mentality he had coming out as a 3rd-round pick, going into Seattle.
Seriously, bro.
That's what he said. He was like, "I'm gonna win this job."
Yeah.
Up against Matt Flynn. I don't know. Was it Tavares Jackson?
It was
Tavares
Jackson and Matt Flynn. RP to T-Jack, but yeah, man.
He did. Won it out.
And that's the one thing that I say, man. Like, love him, hate him, however you feel about him as a person, cool. But on the field, nothing but respect. Because what he had to walk into and then what he's been able to grow and develop into, that doesn't happen, man. And that's the same way we look at a Brady, we look at an AB, because those dudes were late, forgotten about, so to speak, but have risen to levels where it's like, nah, man, you're forever going to be talked about in the National Football League. That's Russ, man. So salute to him. But like I said, hopefully for Phil's, man, it'll rub off on him as well, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't underestimate that stuff that Russ got. The heart of a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and he got plenty to prove.
He's not a 9-time Pro Bowler.
He got stuff to prove
Super
too,
Bowl
bro.
champion for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Franchise quarterback for Seattle for a decade plus. Like, that just didn't happen out of nowhere.
And think about this also, Deke. How many people are still going to be criticizing, does he still have it because of what happened in Denver? It's people on our chat every single time we get up here to say, man, if Russ is that good, why they get rid of him in Denver? Why Denver ain't want him? So he also has the skeptics that he wants to, reprove it to let him know or let them know that, yeah, he's still like that. It might not be the absolute best version of him, but in his eyes, he's not far off from that. And I think that that's going to be cool for us to, hopefully see this year as well.
The thing is, I'm not making this decision. And that's why I was also curious how much Tomlin and the coaching staff or like an Arthur Smith valued that stuff that Russ brings to the table versus the intangibles that Justin Fields has, like the athleticism and all that type of stuff. But it seems like I listened to one of Tomlin's interviews yesterday. It seems like he is very cognizant of that type of stuff and what Russ brings to the table from that standpoint.
Because all that matters when you're talking about winning.
Yeah,
Not making
exactly.
plays, winning.
Yep.
Fields makes plays. Russ wins.
And that's what I've been saying the whole offseason. If I had to bet money for a quarterback to win us the most games this year, it's Russell Wilson.
And teams don't win in spite of Russ. They typically win because of Russ. Same when we talk about 7. We weren't winning in spite of 7. We were winning because of 7. Same when you talk about Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. Russ has put himself in that category and has been there for a long time. And I just think that for us, that's going to be exciting to have. But I think for Fields, it's going to be also cool for him to compete against. Because Fields right now hasn't resulted in a ton of wins. But you can go on YouTube, baby, like all of us. And the amount of highlight plays is ridiculous at times. But with him, we're trying to get that to be less highlight and more consistent quarterback play with still some of that, but more of the consistency. And like I said, man, a dude like Russ could make Fields elevate to that point because he's going to be challenged in ways that he's never been challenged professionally. And if he doesn't want to turn his career from being the franchise quarterback to a career backup quarterback, this is the part where you learn a little bit, but you also got to make sure that you're elevating and continuing to get better each day.
Yeah, combine that talent with winning games. Like, it's not necessarily all about the big throws and the splash plays and stuff. It's like there's an art to it.
Yeah.
There's an ebb and a flow of being a quarterback. And I don't think Justin Fields obviously hasn't gathered that.
Hasn't mastered it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't gathered that completely because he wouldn't be on his second team already in 3 years in the league.
After being a first-round pick.
That's not the end-all be-all, though, either. I brought up the Joe Montana, Steve Young example. Steve Young, first couple of years with the Buccaneers, talented guy, but wasn't that good. And he goes to the 49ers, backs up Joe Montana, and you see what that did for him. Those, whatever it was, 4 or 5 years backing up Montana, led Young to having a Hall of Fame career on the back half. I'm not saying Fields should be cool with sitting behind Russ for that long. It's a different day and age.
But it's at least saying that, hey, man, there is a pathway that does work for you in this current situation.
If you don't start week 1 this season, if you
have
have to back up Russ the whole season, learn from that, man. Like, learn from it. And hopefully Russ plays good, and there's tidbits from his game. There's the ways that Russ has shown you, like, how to win, how to figure out the art of quarterbacking and whatnot that Fields can take. And maybe it's with us, maybe it's with another team. But, I think that it's a huge opportunity in front of him, no matter what, one way or another, whether he starts or he's the backup. If he beats out Russ this offseason somehow, some way, or he's just chilling, you could learn a lot.
Yeah. I like it, man. I like it. All right, let me hit TG real quick. It is 5. Let's see if the homie's right and ready to join on our combo as well. Because, man, we got to get his thoughts on this whole Justin Fields and Russ situation. His former teammate also. And y'all hit that like button also, man. If y'all are enjoying today's show, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, man. Now that we back in the season mode, or at least getting back to in-season mode, we're gonna get consistent sooner rather than later, Deke. All right, I'm over here wildly inconsistent of lately. My apologies, man. All right, but eventually we're gonna get back to regularly scheduled shows and regularly scheduled programming. All right, as we wait on the homie to hit us back real quick. All right, so since we're still waiting, quickly, let's get another super real quick. Yeah, while we wait on him.
Well, Big A says, just tuning in, but did y'all see the Mason McCormick and Atlanta Roberts scrap that broke out at practice today? Big fan of both of you guys.
Nah, respect to you, Big A21. Major love. Appreciate you tapping in with the show and for the super chat as well. We definitely appreciate that. I personally did not see the fight. I've just heard about some of it. I'm excited, though, for it because with both of those dudes, man, they're not, what we deem not tough guys, right? Mason McCormick, we know, South Dakota State, small school guy, but the boys over in South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits, man, they play good football out there. Shout out to them. But he has pride, man. He going to take up for his quarterback. And E-Rob, man, E-Rob is a man on a mission. E-Rob is hot. E-Rob is pissed off, and I love it because that's the way that he going to have to play to ultimately make, his impact still be felt, his presence still be felt here, and to keep them young boys up off of him, man. So, you know what it is, but that's the edge that he plays with. We saw it last year, and especially when dudes got hurt, we saw him step up and show that physicality. So that's the part for me where I'm like, hey, man, if y'all two gonna buck at it and, you gonna take up for your man, cool. Just keep it where it's supposed to be, and that's on the football field. Keep it there and it's all good, man. But I love it, man. I will never be over here like, oh, man, stop being so aggressive towards each other. Stop being pissed off and having passion and want to take up for your quarterback. Stop trying to set the tone and show everybody that physicality still matters, that we still playing the AFC North. That, yes, it's cool to have, athleticism, run fast, but sometimes, good old-fashioned, I didn't hit my watch, good old-fashioned hitting you in the mouth, it could work for you. That's the part that I love, man.
Yep.
So I just think, like I said, across the board, I like that, man.
Mr. That Guy 89 says, shout out to the #1 Steelers podcast. I just moved to Evansville, Indiana from San Diego, California. Moats loving the Kango hat. LL Cool J vibes.
Hey, man, shout out to LL Cool J as well, man. Big fan, man. Ladies love Cool J. In my mind, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be like him, bro. They say the man was retired, still be training and stuff. He's like, yo, he trained like a boxer. They would say, he go in the booth, he'll rap, but he trains like a boxer. He runs miles every morning. Tell a story about somebody breaking in the crib. He broke the dude's jaw with his fist. I've never had that moment, and I never want it. But oddly, Deke, I do kind of want that moment of just like, let me defend the crib, punch the dude, and then chase with the shirt off just for the optics, just for the picture, just to talk about it. But I don't really want it in real life. I don't want no smoke. I want peace. All right. But shout out to LL, man. But yeah, baby, nah, man, we appreciate you, man. And hopefully you are enjoying your move to Evansville, Indiana. Also, man, very different, I'm assuming, from San Diego. San Diego is beautiful.
Sounds like a downgrade.
I was about to say, man, San Diego is elite, bro. You went from there to San Diego. San Diego to there. I don't know. I've never been to Evansville.
Might be better for the wallet, though.
Elite level, better for the wallet, bro. Yeah, that's a win for the wallet. It's definitely a win for the wallet.
Christian Alexander Manzi. Deke, stop asking Moats about our training camp. Clearly, he knows more about the Bills than the team he does media for.
Hey, I just be over here innocent, man. I don't want no problems with nobody, man. If we bring up anything about these bills, I'll be getting in trouble. So y'all want no problems, man. All right, y'all brought up Keon Coleman and Chase Claypool, not me. All right, I left that alone. I ain't even go into that one. I left it alone. They say Keon looking good though, Deke. That's all I'm saying, bro. I ain't saying nothing, but that's what they saying though. All right, I ain't going no further than that, bro. Drop the chapstick and everything, man. I seen him make one catch, but I thought it was GP for a second. What's that? Nah, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I'm innocent, bro. Don't do me like. I said, TT just text me back.
What'd you say, right?
I said, TT just text me back.
Let's see it in full game.
I ain't said no.
Let's see it in full game.
Wow, that's crazy. I was just like, yo, he just go It was like a highlight of just him just snag. I'm like, oh.
Way too early to make any judgments on it.
Respect. Hey, yeah, I know what
specifically positive.
Yeah, I know what they saying about old Josh up there too. Oh man, man. All right.
We know what Josh is though.
I'm a joke. What is he again?
He's good.
Oh, all right. He's just good.
He's a good player.
All right, respect.
He's got my respect.
Hey, shout out. That's all I need. I don't want anything else. I just want that right there. That's it, baby. All good. All right, so let's call up the homie real quick. Hopefully I got this button pushed the right way. And let's see if he gonna answer it too. All right, because he be playing games sometimes, D. Gotta get on him. Hello. All right, what am I?
Yep.
You got me?
Yeah,
There it is. Yeah, we back, baby. We back. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. That voice you're hearing on the other side is none other than that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. I'm talking about that West Virginia Mountaineer alum. They say it's almost heaven there, Deke. I'm talking about my freaking locker mate, one half of the locker mate, none other than Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there he is. How my dog living, man? What's the word, man?
Nice. I'm feeling good.
Come on, man.
Out here, feeling good.
Good.
Yeah, what's happening? How we feeling?
Man, well, so check it. I'm going to paint the scene, man. I'm decked out in my LeBron James Team USA jersey. Just got a chance to watch him and the boys take care of business against South Sudan, 103-86. Deke was in panic mode because it was a 12-point game in the fourth quarter. It was a 12-point game in the fourth quarter. He got a little panicky, but we ultimately took care of business. So
I didn't like what I was seeing out there.
He was like, yo, we supposed to be blowing them up. I'm like, well, we up 12, bro. What we talking about, bro? We good.
That's not a bad little team, though. They play hard.
Come on, bro. They athletic. They got some dudes, man.
They play hard, man. They not put the basket. They not bad.
You know what I'm saying? Not bad. So we got a chance to watch the guys. So now we had transition. We were kind of reacting to some of this training camp stuff, man. We obviously know Russ and Fields have been the talk, right? Russ because he hasn't been out there up until lately and he's been limited. And Fields because anybody that has social media has seen some of the highlight plays that he's had. But we know that he's also had some, not so cool plays as well. But just as a whole, man, what's your perspective on how everything is playing out right now with Fields and Russ in terms of this competition, man?
I mean, I don't think Russ has gotten per se started yet. He's still out there throwing though. Mm-hmm. Like he still did like in the.
And you was out there. You was out there. Was it was that Saturday or Sunday? One of the practice you was out there for.
Yeah, Saturday. But yeah, he's still out there throwing. You know what I mean? Like he still throw. He do pre-practice. He do post-practice. He do like indie. Mm-hmm. So he was out there doing that. He put the helmet on now though, so he's back in the mix. But I don't think it. Like it's just you got to see the Justin Fields for a minute. Yeah. I don't think it like changed anything. It just showed you like if something happened and you do have somebody else that's right here ready to go right now. Like he's a starting quarterback. Yeah. But that's still gonna be Russ's show to start this thing off. Like I believe. I just don't see it no way. I see how he's gonna start it off, and then something might change from that.
Yeah.
But
now I like what you're saying. But at the same time, Deke has brought it up. The chat brings it up, and I've seen the same clips. Man, Fields be making some plays out there that, is very, very exciting. I mean, you've seen some of these throws. You've seen him pull the ball down and run. I mean, is he making any type of headway in this competition?
I mean, I think he's just doing what he do.
Like, what if Russ continues to be limited for like another week and a half?
Because he's Mr. Unlimited, but he's limited right now. Yeah.
Right. What's that mean though?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. I think that comes down to how Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin view the whole situation. Because I'm with you. I think I'd still roll with Russ going into week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think Russ gonna start this thing off, you know. But I think it's kind of like one of them things where it's like you're confident with Justin Fields, like, you know, at any moment you can go with that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think it's one of them things like, say it was to linger into like the week before the first game.
Ooh.
I think then it would be like, you know what, let's go with Fields. You see it? Like if it was to be like all preseason, I don't think he got that. Like I think they would go with Fields.
Okay.
But it's like, I think him getting back out there now, kind of like getting back in it. Missed a couple of days, and I'll just get back to it. Like I think he'll go with Russ.
No, I like that. Because the way I kind of looked at it was, I don't know if Fields can beat out Russ for week 1 solely based on training camp practices. I feel like you're still gonna have to see Fields put it together a little bit in these preseason games too, because with Russ has such a long history of success in regular season and postseason games. I just think that for Coach Tomlin, they're going to lean a little bit to that and give that the benefit of the doubt until we see Fields raise his floor up. Because you know how Coach Tomlin feels about turnovers. You know how he feels about ball security. If Fields is still having some of that, you know how Coach T going to feel. He's going to lean even more so to Russ. And I think that's the part that I don't know if practice alone is going to be enough for Fields to surpass him in this amount of time. I think it's going to matter when we're talking about next Friday, Houston Texans. I think it's going to matter that following Saturday against the Bills. I think we're going to need to see him do this type of stuff that he's wowing us with right now in those games. And if Russ is still unavailable, then, yeah, I think he can make that jump week 1 then.
Yeah. Like, I think it would have to go to that. Yeah. Almost up to the week of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have to go there.
But you don't think it means anything if Russ is not out there for a good stretch of time and Fields is balling out? Given that
the training camp,
this is a new team for both of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think you can go the whole summer.
Yeah, I was
saying. I don't think you got that long.
It doesn't look like that's going to happen, but.
Yeah, like I don't think he can go that long. I think he got to get back out there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think he did have a few days.
Like I think that first week was the kind of like, yo, you can get away with this portion of it, but I don't think he has another week that he could just be oh here, take another week and then another week. I don't think he has that because Fields is still a starting quarterback. Like Fields isn't your typical backup. This is your typical number 2 that we talking about. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Fields has started since he's come in this league. He's been a franchise quarterback since he's come in this league, at least from his perspective. So for Russ, that's still a certain level of play that you have to make sure that you're above. And if we know how Coach Tomlin also talks publicly, if it's close, he usually will go with the younger option. He'll go with the cheaper. And in this case, both of those guys' money is the same, but Fields is the younger option with that. So that's the thing, too, where it's like, once again, for Fields, if he can make it close enough and Russ is still not, out there consistently enough, it could get weird.
I think it's just time.
Yeah.
Like, if Russ, like I said, like he's put the helmet back on. Like, if he kind of keep rocking from here.
He ain't play. Yeah. He's like, I don't forget me. I'm out here.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it'll be Russ.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like where he goes from here.
Yeah, it's almost like you got to take it a day at a time.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, with everyone saying Fields like absolutely balled out yesterday, put together his best day of practice, and the first 3 or 4 he was looking pretty good too. Some inconsistencies, but then you're thinking if he could replicate his day 5 practice where he looked his best for like 3 or 4 days in a row, and Russ still ain't out there, you got to be thinking the door's open.
Putting pressure on Coach Tomlin and Arthur Smith in the voice. Yeah.
But Fields didn't have a good practice today, by all accounts.
Who is they though? Like who's they? Who's saying these things? Like he had this good
media and fan base because of social media, and that's like how it is. OTAs that's closed off.
That's what I'm saying. Like you really don't know what's going on out there.
Fans right now are giving heavy.
You see a clip or two on a bomb or two, and it's
talk about it.
All right, I'm balling. Like no, it's so much more to it than just them 1 or 2 plays. Like it's how the offense is flowing. It's the control of the structure. how to, you know what I mean? How they getting in and out of the huddle. It's like
that's why it's like Phils has moments right now, and moments are great for social media. Moments are great for the fans, but a moment isn't gonna win you the game. Like you need that consistency at the position. You need all those little details that you're kind of breaking down, so to speak, man.
Yeah, it's like getting in and out the huddle. It's control, the structure. It's just there's so much more to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's like. Yeah, you don't see that all on Instagram. You don't see that all on the 1 or 2 bombs that you keep seeing. Like, there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But like I said, man, that's going to make it, like I said, that competition between those two dudes, man, I don't think it's a negative. I think it's only positive for both of them dudes and for the team as a whole, man.
I totally agree.
No. All right. Now, next up, man, they said that they was stomping a little bit out there today now. They said it was some furniture moving, you know.
We're starting to fight.
Yeah, they say E-Rob got a little physical with young Phils, and then after that, the young boy Mason McCormick, you know, had to defend his honor, his valor, you know. So everybody's a little they got their questions, man. Is fighting good? Like, how you feel about this? You know, should we be panicking? What's your thought process, man, when the guys have a little, you know, aggressive negotiations?
No, it's not wrong with a little conversation.
You know?
Nothing wrong with a little conversation.
Sometimes you gotta let them know how you feel about it. You know, a little bit more physically than verbally.
A little conversation, just convo. That's all it is. Just convo. Nothing to overthink, and just good convo.
Okay.
I think it's good that they defended Justin Fields. I think that says a lot too.
Ooh.
You know, like protect the quarterback. Like it don't matter who it is. Like we're here to protect it. So it's like. Don't touch this late, like you know, and it's still defensively, it's like a presence. I think that's been all around the league. Like defense has been trying to like bite. You know what I mean? Like, you see all these boys getting paid. It's kind of like it seems like it's a little bit more painting it a little bit is the word. Like they've been biting. Like that's just kind of been around the league. If you can kind of peeping it, like defense has been out there. Trying to hit dudes, like, you know?
Gotta let them know sometimes, man. Like, y'all can get enamored with this, but this still matters over here, man.
So, yeah. I don't know. I like that they defended Justin Fields, though.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that was important.
I mean, Deke, you remember seeing one of your quarterbacks getting hit around and they ain't even help him up that one time, huh?
You talking about 7 during the sabotage season? Yeah.
Deke would be so hot. Hey, bro, they ain't even getting him up. They ain't even fighting back for him, man. Like, yo, I know, bro.
That was Dan
it's bad time right now, bro. It's bad time right now,
Green
man.
Starting at center.
They always only got 7.
Trey Turner was a mercenary out there.
I'm about to say that the goons set the tone. The goons have showed that, hey, man, they'll kill a person behind 7, bro. Palsy and the Castro will play.
If you looked at 7 wrong,
it wouldn't be a game. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
So it's definitely good to hear some of that coming back. You know what I mean? It's definitely good to have that back in the presence of the offensive line, man.
And then I like that when it was the rookie, right?
Yeah, Mason McCormick.
4th rounder.
You know us 1AA guys got to stick together, man. Well, you know, I used to be a 1AA guy. Now we bougie. Now we Sunbelt 1A guys. But back in the day, you know, we used to be 1AA. So shout out to the 1AA dudes in the world, man.
Was it him? I thought it was the...
No, it was him. It was him. Yeah, the South Dakota State boy. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, we can't forget where we came from, D. Don't forget where we came from, man. Come on, man.
Mad at that. So I mean, but I think that's I think it's a tone moment too. Like I'm here too. You know, I think it's one of the things you kind of got to do it. Like protect the quarterback.
Yeah,
that's what you're here to do. So it's a statement. It's like you got to do it. And then as a defense, you can't back down from moments like that.
Never backing down.
Just don't go in there and throwing closed fists, man. Like if you're gonna fight, like
detail your work, TG. I hear you detail it.
Don't throw the closed fist in the fight, man. Like
unless you're going to the body, just keep the closed fists away because you're gonna do something bad to yourself, bro.
You need those, man. Like know how to fight. If you're gonna do it, you gotta know how to
fight.
Don't be in there throwing the closed fist like you don't want to break your own hand. We don't have time for that. And it's no remorse. So it's like
you hustle it backwards, and you gonna get in trouble. Yeah.
And then, you know, the thing about the fight is you got to take the next rep. So it's not like you get out the next rep. So it's like, you know, sometimes a fight and it's you just burning energy, man. Yeah. Like, what we doing?
Low key, so sometimes you want your other homie to fight, so that way you be like, yo, yeah, y'all give me this break real quick, bro. All right, because I know y'all ain't really fighting, but you just waste y'all time real quick, because I know you're gonna be tired of you right here next rep with me, man. Yeah.
You know, so that's what the fight do. It's a moment, but it don't need to go too far.
Yeah,
you know, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a moment for sure.
TG, since you were out there, who you seeing?
Who's
your sleeper picks right now?
I don't know if they sleepers. Are they sleepers at this point? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, what are the names you're about to drop?
I'm about to say, because some of these names been you know, been pretty cool. But yeah, talk to me now.
You know, I love Peyton right now. I'm a Peyton guy. I'm on the train. Like, that looks good. He's athletic, big. He can run. He can run.
That's what. Hey, say that again. That's what they saying out there. They say that man can run. They say he can run, bro.
He can run. And he practices hard. But he works hard out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like it matters. I like him, of course. You know, I like Beanie.
Beanie making noise, man.
Yeah, Beanie
number one slot reps, I'm there.
Yeah, Beanie making noise, man.
He competing though. You know what I mean? Like, through the good, the bad, talking through, communicating. He competing. Who else look? I mean, guys look good out there. You know, JPJ look good.
Yeah,
he getting his hands on guys. I thought the slot looked good. He was making things happen. Was there Roman Wilson?
Mm-hmm. He got a little banged up. Yeah,
he got banged up a little bit.
Bro, they said it was on the jet sweep, man.
Yep.
Man, he just reminds you of.
Hold on, TG. Hold on. You know how everybody feel about that dang jet sweep because of Bad Canada, bro. So when I see that my man, they said he got hurt on the jet sweep, I was like, oh, bro, why y'all playing, man? Why y'all playing, man? Hey, look, you know, I'm not tripping on the jet sweep. It's highly effective. I have like a love-hate relationship with it because it caught me once as a player. And ever since then, I've like, yo, I'm never going to lose on the jet sweep. But
I feel like I made the team off the jet sweep.
Yeah, bro. The jet sweep, it can either survive you or it can kill you, bro. Like I said, I got hit on the jet sweep. It wasn't my fault. I'm not going to seek comfort because Coach Tomlin got on me for saying that it wasn't my fault, but it wasn't my fault. I'm just throwing it out there. It wasn't my fault, Deke.
You were supposed to be outside.
Deke, it wasn't my fault. Back. If you're in, if you're man to man, TG, if you're man to man and your man is the jet sweep guy, you know what that means? That means you're supposed to run with your man, not the outside linebacker, Deke. Just because I'm the outside linebacker, if that's your man, Deke, if that's your man, Deke, go get your man, bro. Okay?
Man,
okay? Don't tell me that it's my fault, Deke, that the jet sweep got around the edge when that's your man and you're man to man. And if your eyes are where they're supposed to be, Deke, you should be running with him the whole time, bro. So if that's your man, where was you at? That's my whole thing, bro. But I got in trouble for that,
on the other side.
Deke. But I'm in trouble for that. I'm seeking comfort for saying that, Deke. That's what I got told, bro. I'm sorry for venting this out right now, but Deke, that's what they said I was in trouble for. He said, yo, you're seeking comfort. Don't seek comfort. Make the play. I said, oh my God.
For all the young boys, oh my God.
Oh my God. He said, yo, don't seek comfort. Make the play. Oh,
what my man used to say, stay outside.
Oh, I'm like, bro, that's his man, bro. Deke,
stay outside.
Deke, the man said, yo, make the play. I don't want an excuse. You're seeking comfort. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, bro. My apologies, man. My apologies. Yeah,
we probably should have waited like a year before calling a jet sweep.
Yeah. Throw the jet sweep away right now, man. Just throw it away right now, bro.
There might need to be like a little layoff period.
It is.
The Matt Canada curse.
It is, but when Roman Wilson, who we're all excited about, especially for what he could potentially bring us out the slot, and he gets hurt on a jet sweep, it's just like the irony of it all. That's all. We like, bro, really? Come on, man. Not that play. It could have been an out. It could have been a drag. It could have been a wide receiver reverse. Just not the jet sweep. Not that jet sweep. That's all, baby.
I like GP, man. I'm a fan.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I like making GP plays, bro.
I like how he move. I'm a fan. Like, I like how he does things. So it's like I like that.
How you feel though with GP, man, when you see him making that one hand catch on a JPJ? Are you looking at that and you saying that GP is elevating? You looking at that? Are you saying, yo, man, GP or JP Jab want you to make that play? Or you just thinking that's just good on good right here, man.
I think that's good on good. That's a good play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good play. You know what I mean?
Cause you know how it is, man. People will check it out, they get over it. They be like, hey, man, yo, he killing him, bro. Like that's GP's son, and then they be like, nah, man, but JPJ is in great position here. So that's my whole thing with them type of things, man.
You know, that's the time of year where everybody's the man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody got the best team. Everybody got the best unit.
Facts.
Like, it's that time of year. Everything works. Everything is good. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's bombing somebody for a fight. You just can't overthink it. But I think GP look good. Like, I think his body control is he's still who he is.
Oh yeah, that's still elite there. Yeah.
You know, you got to do what you do. Like, you got to be what's your superpower. And it's like, that's his superpower. Like, you know, that's
your defining characteristic. What is your defining characteristic, man? Heck yeah.
Like, so it's like, I don't think that moves you up or like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, he's doing what he's doing. You know, you just that's who you are. You just need to consistent.
Yeah.
I think the element of the quarterback being able to run is a major part of that team, though. And you don't get to see that in those settings all the way. You know, I think that QB takeoff is a big piece of the game.
That's like, real life, yeah. Especially when it's Phil's doing it, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but there's certain moments in there where it's like, you know what, that might have really got out. So it's like, it's kind of like, I think as it gets liver and just a little bit, you just get to see a little bit more with those pieces as well. Yeah, so I mean, they're competing. I love the ball search. Like, everybody's ball searching.
No,
that's trying to get the ball out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a major piece. I think that's a big element. So just turnovers. Our defense just trying to get more turnovers this year is just a big piece of who they're trying.
No. All right.
I believe.
I like it, man. I like it. So like I said, so far so good though with everything that we've been getting out of training camp, man. Both sides of the ball. I'm liking it, man. All right. Well, we also gonna bounce around a little bit real quick on you now, all right? But we did recently have our newest Steelers Hall of Honor class, man. I did want to get your chance to kind of give your thoughts on the guys, man. Casey Hampton, a.k.a. Big Schnack. Jason Gilden. Yeah, can't forget Big 98. Yeah. Jason Gilden, the former Steelers all-time sack record holder prior to Debo and Cam and TJ, you know, ultimately surpassing him recently. Shout out to Jason Gilden. He was also inducted. Fast Willie Parker, can't forget about him. Longest touchdown run in Super Bowl history. He got inducted into the Steelers Hall of Honor. And then last but certainly not least, if you know, you know. The legendary coach, the man, the myth, the legend, Hall of Famer also, Dick LeBeau, getting the nod. Shout out to Blitzberg, the architect of the Fire Zone Blitz.
The creator of the Fire Zone, which is crazy to say.
Insane.
But you know what I mean? As you learn about the Fire Zone, you're like, man, this is really what it is. But it's like, he paints it to you so you're like, is it man to man? Is it, what are we doing? Like, you know,
it looks like, mannish, but it's still some zone principles with it, and it's blitzing off of it. You like, bro, this is freaky.
It's kind of like, it's crazy because it's like, I grew up in it, so where it's like, it's almost a language as you go around and coaches and you speak about it. It's like, I don't know that.
I don't speak that. Yeah. What's match carry deliver? What does that mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you mean? Like, it's almost like it's like a native language. Like, you don't understand this. Like, this is Fire Zone. Like, this is, you know, this is normal in a sense. But, you know, I salute. Those are all legends. It's only 50-something people in the Steelers Hall of Fame, so it's hard to get in. You know, I think that's amazing. Like, you got to be one of the guys. Like, it show you the strength of the organization, but it show like you got to be a good player, man. You got to make some plays.
No,
you know
that's
what
real.
I mean? It's guys like Ike. They're still not in there like legendary guys. You know, not that.
No, real life. That's real life, man.
Yeah, he'll get in.
Like, he'll get it like legendary names. So it's like, so
I ain't even think about that. That's real. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you just get in. Like, it ain't like that.
That's a Super Bowl champ as well, man.
Yeah. So it's like you got to do some really special stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Coach LeBeau went in. Coach LeBeau's a player and a coach, like in the National Hall of Fame. So it's like, you know,
he's
what I mean?
An assistant coach here in Pittsburgh. That's the other, you know, part. That's an assistant, but it's Dick LeBeau, and I think that's
Man,
that's
they was
not your
like the
regular
number one
assistant, bro.
defense, like
Yeah.
10 out of like 17 seasons or something. Like, numbers are crazy. Like, if you listen to the numbers, they're crazy. And
I mean, TG, you sat in that same meeting I sat in when Dick LeBeau starts the meeting out and he puts up what the goals are. You're like, bro, where you get these numbers from? How you do that? You're like, bro, what is this?
And it's like, these numbers will make you number one.
Yeah,
like,
that's what he say. Yo, this how you be number one. You like, oh, God, dog, that's crazy. I love it. Let's do it. Yeah.
So you thinking you're just doing the standard, but you're doing number one in the league standard.
Yeah,
like,
the Dick LeBeau way.
How to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, salute all the guys. You know, Gilden was a legend. You know, part of that '92 family, like aggressive off the edge, like all them guys. It's crazy, like all those edge guys just kind of got a look to them, like
oh yeah, they all look the same. Bullies,
yeah,
long,
like the Terminator,
yeah,
like
mean.
Yeah. So it's like I actually got to see him down there, man. He's still swole, man. He looks bigger now.
Nah,
like,
JG, yeah.
You know, so man, salute the guys like that. That's a major accomplishment.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's get to what we supposed to have talked to you about last week too, man. So last week, obviously, me and Deke, man, we got to talking about our top 10 running backs currently going into this upcoming season. And it was funny because I did not think that me and Deke would have a disagreement. We had a little disagreement, man, behind these running backs, baby. All right, it was funny, man. So shout out to the top 10 running backs and me and Deke having our disagreements on these running backs, baby. All right, but we need your top 10, man, and we know that you had them prepared last week, so hopefully you still have them prepared this week. But we need to hear from you, man. How you feeling about, you know, that RB position, man? Because obviously Najee is one of ours, Jalen Warren is one of ours, and you know they could be lightning rods when it comes to these top 10 lists. Which is what we saw last week, man. So shout out.
Nice. That position is so, you know, undervalued. It's still such a position of need, but it's like, you know, it's just so undervalued. You feel like you can get anybody to do it, but anybody can't do it. You gotta know what you're doing, and you gotta be able to block. Like, there's so much more to it. So it's like we say in the top 10, just top 10. Like all the pieces involved, right?
What's happening?
Okay.
That's
so
what we saying. Talk to me. Yeah.
10 to 1.
I got Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league.
Okay, little Christian McCaffrey. All right, little CMC. All right. He started right at the top. You seen him? He was like, you know, I'm just go right here. We're gonna write it to your neck.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. 5 to 10 is probably more interesting anyway.
Low key, I think that's what we had our disagreements.
Number 2.
Let's go.
Number 2 is Saquon.
Okay.
Over D. Henry.
Hold on, let him cook, Deke. Let him cook, Deke. Don't do that to him. Let him cook.
Number 3 is Derrick Henry. You know, King Henry.
All right, let's go. Let him cook, Deke.
Number 4 is Bajan.
We got Bajan. We got Bajan. Okay.
The young pup is 4.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay, let him cook, Deke. Let him cook.
Number 5 is Josh Jacobs.
Okay, we're with Josh. All right.
You know, that's a horse.
Let's go.
Number 6, I got Joe Mixon.
Ooh, okay. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. Little Houston Texan. Yeah.
They were calling Joe baby like Le'Veon.
Baby Le'Veon. Facts.
You know.
Facts.
Oh my.
Woo,
Number 7.
this is real.
This is my list, right?
Is your list, baby? Talk to me.
You got Jalen in there.
Let him talk. Let him cook. Let him cook, Deke. Let him cook.
Number 7, I got Breece Hall, man. Breece Hall ain't
I got him up there too.
All right. Talk that talk. Talk that talk, TG.
Gotta respect it. Like, that's a guy.
Let's go. He's cooking, Deke. He's cooking. I love it. Let's go. It's your list. I want your list to be authentically you. Me and Deke aren't giving you no feedback. Just cook. We want you to just cook real quick, bro. Just cook.
This might. I mean, I'm just. It got weird here. Number 8. See, I went with Raheem Mostert, that boy out of Miami. Like
hey, look. We know that you like your Miami, your MIA. Come on, man.
I like. I'm a speed guy.
Fast guys out front. That's what he's saying. All right.
Yeah, it got weird around here. Where I was at number 9.
Yeah, this number 9 right here. Who you got?
Yeah, this one it started to get weird because, I like Kenneth Walker. Like I like that guy.
Man,
talk to me. Is that number 9 on your list?
Yeah, that's number 9 on my list.
All right.
That's a horse. That's a deer.
So you stay. I like how you staying home. You keeping your blood right. You got your Dolphins blood. You got your Seahawks blood. All right. What you got at number 10 then, baby? What's at number 10?
That was weird because this when it got weird. I did because I like certain people. You know what I mean? Like I like certain people. But it's like, this my list.
It's your list, baby. 100% your list. Talk to me. Hey, you ain't apologizing to nobody. Deke ain't apologizing to nobody for his list. I ain't apologizing for my list. You for certain ain't apologizing for your list, D. I mean, come on, TG. Talk to me, man. So who you got at number 10?
I had Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, I think that's a bad man. You know what I mean? That boy out of Detroit. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out to Gibbs. Gibbs is definitely a name. Gibbs is definitely a name, man.
You know what I mean? Like, that boy out of KC was like a.
Do you got honorable mentions? So you got honorable mentions? Pacheco? Okay.
Yeah, Pacheco.
That was
kind of like a special. Him and Tony Pollard, like those.
Tony Pollard, okay, yeah.
Tony Pollard, those was like right there, but that was kind of. That's my team. You know what I mean? And then
no Nick Chubb.
I just didn't consider that because it got hurt like that.
You're doing it like the top 100 list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. I kind of pulled that out because of that injury. Like
okay.
I just don't know what that is anymore. Like
Okay. No, Jonathan Taylor. What about Jonathan Taylor?
No, I didn't have Jonathan Taylor in there.
Okay.
And I like Jonathan. I always kind of felt the way. I like Jonathan Taylor. That's not like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Jonathan Taylor though. That was kind of like in my 10 spot. Mm-hmm. Like him, that boy out of the Rams.
Kyron Williams. I was about to ask you about him.
Williams, yeah. He runs hard. ETN runs hard.
No. What about ETN? What about ETN? Let's talk ETN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. ETN was kind of in that.
Yeah.
That little list of like the last ones. But
yeah. What about your boy? No, Najee.
Nah, he kind of was in that list of like the next ones.
How about Jalen Warren?
All right. Yeah. What about 30?
We just need to get him the ball more. When he gets the ball, he's one of the most efficient backs
in the league. I think Jalen Warren's gonna be a really good running back.
All right. Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
I think he get enough carries. Like he'll be in that group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing missing from him.
It's kind of like the same with Gibbs. Like Gibbs shares the ball a lot.
With Montgomery. Montgomery's a 1,000-yard rusher
seriously,
too.
Man.
Right.
Montgomery don't make your list?
That's what I'm saying. Like it kind of was like, see, I like Gibbs. I think Gibbs could go somewhere. I think Gibbs by himself is a featured back.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I just think he actually has to share the ball, but I think he's a featured back.
Hey, what I was gonna ask you was another back too. The Pro Bowler. What team is he? Oh, James Cook, the one up in Buffalo. I forgot all about him, man. Yeah. How you feel about him? Because he cooked all your little dudes you've been naming. I was just wondering. Yeah.
I didn't have him super
Oh, I was just wondering. I was just curious. I ain't know, bro. Because he don't split no back for the lead. I was curious, bro.
Ball security issues on TG.
Hey, man, he don't do that a lot either. But to say, he cooks. He cooks, man.
I think he's in that ETN conversation, like.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a good year this year, he gets a lot of notoriety.
What about Alvin? Little Kamara? None of that.
I mean, he's not in the 10 right now. He's still the dog. Like when he turns it on, he's him. He's top 5 when he turns it on. It's kind of like, I just think it hasn't really been turned on in a minute.
Okay.
Like he's still trying to kind of find his rhythm again.
All right, so let me reread your list. I'm gonna read. You good? No. Yeah, listen, I'm just asking. Because these are some of the names that were on me and Deke's list that, we kind of had some friction about. So that's what I'm trying to see how you feel about some of these players. But just to rehash your list real quick, at 10, you had Jahmyr Gibbs. At 9, Kenneth Walker. At 8, Raheem Mostert. At 7, Breece Hall. 6, you went with Joe Mixon. At 5, you went with Josh Jacobs. 4, you went with Bijan. We got Bijan, baby. Then at number 3, you went with King Henry. 2, Saquon. And at number 1, Christian McCaffrey. All right, just make sure we was all solid. That's accurate, correct? What'd you say? Oh, no.
Yo. TG.
You.
Yeah, you can hear me?
All right, I got you now. So, yeah, we just make sure that was the list. That was accurate, right? No changes, correct?
I was saying I think Chubb's the top 10 running back. I just think he got that freak injury.
Respect.
You know? I think Chubb's the top 10 running back. Like, if there was like an asterisk, like, Chubb's the top 10 running back. You know?
All right. So, barring his injury, right, if we're saying he comes back and he is Chubb, where would you put him at with your current list? You can have the asterisk.
Number 5, right behind Bijan.
Okay, but 5 right behind Bijan. Okay, respect on that. All right, so Deke, how you feel about his list, man? Gibbs at 10, Walker at 9.
I think it's missing some black and gold, but no, I mean, I get it. If anything, I think it goes back to what I was talking about last week. And TG, my one big takeaway from like the running back position right now, like the state of it, is like you got your top 4, top 5. That's pretty solid. And I think we all agree. We all have McCaffrey, Henry, Saquon, and Nick Chubb, like Josh Jacobs in like that top 5, top 6. But then that bottom 5, you could probably interchange like 15, 20 different names, really.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, you got Najee Harris, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren, James Conner, James Cook, Jahmyr Gibbs, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery. You brought up Raheem Mostert, Etienne, Mixon, Pacheco, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Taylor, the dude from the Rams, like you said. Well, like, you could throw any of those dudes in, like, that bottom 5 and, like, have a legit case. But then when you're going to your list, like, everyone's got their own, like, personal preference. So I got Najee at 7. I got Jalen Warren at 10.
No. Start at 10 and go down.
I'm just saying.
Start at 10 and go down.
I got those guys in. TG doesn't have them
in.
But I think everyone else we agree on.
Give him 10. Give him 10 to 1 real quick for you.
Yeah, I got 10. Jalen Warren, Bijan at 9. I see what you see in Bijan. It's too early.
Listen to him.
It's too early to get him in that top 5 yet.
TG. Let Deke cook. They say when he let you cook, let Deke cook real quick. Right, read it off 10 to 1. It did let
It's just
TG
a little
react.
too early for Bijan in the top 5. He got to do it again. He's got to do it better this upcoming year too. Breece Hall, though, I'm with you. I got him at 8. I got Najee over Breece Hall, though, at 7. Josh Jacobs at 6. Nick Chubb. Wait, am I missing a name here? Do I only have 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 9.
Oh, actually, James Cook up there. You be good, bro.
I only have 9.
Put James Cook on your list.
Did I erase a name?
You might have erased James Cook. You probably was hating on James, bro. I know you. Was you hating on James?
No, I'd put Jonathan Taylor at 10 then. I would do that.
That's what it was.
And maybe I'd put him over.
Him
Maybe I'd put him over Jalen Warren. I just wanted Jalen Warren on this top 10 list. Like, he was making the list no matter what.
It is your list, man.
But yeah, I guess that's my top 9. Jalen Warren at 9, Bijan at 8, Breece Hall 7, Najee at 6, Jacobs at 5, Chubb at 4, Saquon at 3, Henry at 2, McCaffrey at 1. What happened to my list? I guess I had 9. I guess I was.
Yeah. I think when you said Jalen Warren last, because you said Jalen Warren at 10, I felt like last time.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might need to check the tapes.
Seriously, bro.
What happened? Why do I only have 9 names here? Who am I missing? Oh well. I mean, yeah. I'd throw like a Jonathan Taylor in there.
There you go.
I'd add him.
Did Pacheco? I don't remember if Pacheco made your original list, or did you just argue Pacheco?
I didn't argue. He was just one of those guys. Like I said, the bottom 5 of the top 10. I think you could throw a lot of different names in there. And yeah, if someone wanted to bring up Pacheco, TG brought up Pacheco as honorable mention. Like, yeah, I like his running style. He was good for the Chiefs in the playoffs. Like, reliable, all that stuff. Like, if you want to throw him in there, because he's, I think is he back-to-back 1,000 yards, or he's like very, very borderline back-to-back seasons. So yeah, I think you could have him in the conversation. I don't have him in the top 10 though. It's just interesting to me, like how you have so many like good running backs out here getting 1,000-yard seasons, But then there's like 3 or 4 that I think are above the rest.
You like all them over Bajan though? Bajan's nice.
I know. I agree. He got to do it again. I think it was a tough season for him in Atlanta his rookie year. I don't think he was necessarily utilized correctly. Bad quarterback situation. Like I was expecting more. But I mean, I see the talent. I see all that. I'm with you. Like I think it's respect for me to put him in the top 10. Actually.
I feel that. I hear you.
His list, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's his list.
Sure.
His list, man.
Najee, I gotta give respect for these 3,000-yard seasons.
Exactly. It's
and I think he's gonna get an uptick too with Arthur Smith being here. Like this should be his best season yet.
I thought it was hard to put 2 running backs from the same team in there when there's so many running backs.
I was dead set on getting Jaylen Warren in here. He's probably my favorite running back in the league. It, bro. I'm putting him in there. Yeah, the only knock against him, he just needs more carries.
They trying to say that
if he got more carries,
switch this year though.
What
they saying that's supposed to be the switch.
If he got more carries, you'll get to see what he can do, even on a bigger scale. Because like he's getting like 5 yards a carry. You dump it off to him in the backfield, he's making like 2 or 3 guys miss every time.
If he get more carries, you switch those two.
That's a real question.
I was calling for probably about the first 8-9 weeks of last season, so I wouldn't be opposed. But Najee, per usual, picks it up second half of the season, closes it out for us.
That's a big jump from.
He's a winner back. I'm with you on that take. He's a November, December, January back.
He's go for late in the season. All right. I'm not mad at that.
No, yeah. I guess the only difference in terms of players, I got the Steelers in here. I guess I would have been expecting that from a pureblood like you, but it's cool.
He said I wasn't expecting that from a pureblood like you, TG. Dang,
no, we knew Najee wasn't making your list. And I get Jaylen Warren is a little bit of a stretch for top 10, but I think he's that good.
He ain't put Najee on it. That man say, nah, Jaylen Warren in on this list. Like, yo, all right, respect. But, hey, it's your list. Shout out to your list. There's nothing wrong with your list because it's your list.
It's your list.
It's your list, man. All right. Respect on that. So, man, just to keep everything even, I will go ahead and read my list off again as well. At 10, I had Jonathan Taylor. At 9, I went with Bijan Robinson. At 8, I went with the Pro Bowl running back James Cook. At 7, Josh Jacobs. At 6, I went with Najee. At 5, I went with Travis Etienne. At 4, Nick Chubb. At 3, Derrick Henry. At 2, Saquon. And at number 1, I went with McCaffrey. And my honorable mentions were Kenneth Walker, Raheem Mostert, and Kyron Williams. Now, for me, I looked at it like this.
Y'all don't respect this.
So no, let me talk to you. So, because the same way I let you get yours off, I let Deke get his off. I'm gonna get mine off real quick. I had a couple of things that I looked at. I'm looking at the pieces around you. I'm looking at what they're asking you to do also. And the way that this whole argument had kind of started with me and Deke was he had made the case about Pacheco and some of these other guys saying that, hey, man, you could pick any of these dudes and make a case. I look at Pacheco and I say Pacheco's numbers tell one story, but me watching the game tells a different story. I'm not watching the Chiefs and everybody's trying to stop Pacheco. No, I'm watching the Chiefs and everybody's trying to stop Mahomes. So you're going to naturally play certain coverages that are going to allow certain players to statistically look better than what they might be in a different situation where they are not viewed as we'll rather he has success today than letting this guy have success. I just think that it's a difference. So that's why Pacheco, that's why Mostert aren't on my top 10, because I look at Raheem and I say, man, if I'm playing the Miami Dolphins and you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, am I trying to stop Raheem Mostert? Am I trying to stop A-Chain? Am I trying to stop that? Or am I trying to make sure that those dudes on the perimeter don't kill me? And that's part of why, certain guys were a little bit down further on the list than higher up. Now, Bijan, he's got to do it again. And that's getting up even further because he showed a ton already. But I just look at it as, man, you young. Do it again. That's my whole thing with it, man. But I think the rest of my list, man, is pretty solid. Nick Chubb, I said, man, I looked at it as, bro, if he's completely healthy, he's in my top 5. we obviously know that he's coming off the injury, so we will see what that looks like from him. But that was kind of, like I said, my idea with him. And yeah, McCaffrey is McCaffrey. So yeah, and until I see Saquon put it together for the full start to finish, not be hurt and stuff like that, like McCaffrey has done it, yeah, I can't make that switch just yet.
Ooh. I hear you.
And Najee was going to be on my list because Najee, of all these backs that we talk about, and it's oh so easy to get 1,000 yards, it's not as impressive to get 1,000 yards, this and that. Why is he the only one that's consistently doing it year after year after year? So until we bring up some of these other guys that makes it so easy to get the 1,000 yards in 17 games, all this other stuff, until I see somebody else consistently doing it like him, he's going to be on my list. He's going to be on my top 10. So that's kind of why I look at him like that. And he doesn't fumble. Ball security is a must. And he also gives me that as well, man.
You put Joe Mixon on it?
No, but Mixon, to me, I looked at Mixon as if this was a year or two ago where he's a little bit younger in age, he's in my top 10 because he's been in my top 10 up until this year. It's the first time he's actually not in my top 10. But James Cook is also in my top 10, so somebody had to take that spot, baby. Come on, man.
So Mixon has 4,000 yard seasons.
No, shout out to Joe Mixon. Ain't nobody taking nothing away from Joe.
No, I was just
more sure he hit that last year? I don't know. He's on the downturn.
Yeah, he's definitely been on the downturn. You could check the tape.
He's averaging like 3.8
check the
per
tape,
carry,
man.
I think.
Joe Mixon has his legacy is stamped. We're not talking about that. But if we just saying of the recency part, I think the 10 that I'm naming, I think the only one you could
get
make
1,000 last year.
So once again, though, I think the
right.
case that I'm making is this, though. If I'm looking at my list and I'm saying who would I remove for Joe Mixon is Jonathan Taylor, but Jonathan Taylor still recently has led the league in rushing for a whole season, whereas Mixon ain't done that recently. So that was the whole flip side with that too, man. But Joe nice, though. Trust me, I've been a fan of Joe game. In terms of on the field,
he's down with the Texans now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he stayed on my top 10. I like Joe. Like him a lot.
I'm still wondering how I have 9 names in my top 10.
Because I'm sure you was hating on somebody while you was making your list. You were so focused on the Steelers, you hated on somebody. And
no,
that's why
I'll put Jonathan Taylor in there. Yeah, I will. Yeah, Taylor belongs in there. I'm good with that. Yeah, the knock on him is just his availability these last couple of years. When he's out there, he's still running close to the same.
Yeah.
He's playing good. But yeah, he had the whole contract dispute and stuff.
Now,
2 years
in the
ago.
chat they're bringing up, was James Conner on your list?
No,
I don't think he was. I feel like you brought him up, though, right?
He's one of those names where I think you could definitely make a case for. I mean, he's had, is it 2 Pro Bowl seasons out in Arizona? Last year he had over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Was good yards per carry and everything. Like, he's been good for them.
I like Jonathan Taylor. I do.
No, respect.
Yeah, I'd throw him in the top 10. I'd maybe put him over Warren. Warren just belongs in the top 10. I don't really care what number he is. He's in my top 10.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what people in the chat are saying. They're saying you had Jalen at 10, Deke. I know, but maybe I skipped some. That's because
I remember you having I definitely remember you saying Jalen was 10. Yeah.
Maybe I just skipped some numbers or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Because I don't think I'm missing anyone. Like, I don't think I... Oh, well.
And usually I write your list down, too, when we're talking to compare it. And I don't think I have it written down anymore. I think I low-key deleted that joint, bro.
Is what it is. Not the end of the world.
See, I blame you because I'm sure the reason why I didn't... I'm seeking comfort today, all right? I'm sure the reason why I didn't write the names down was because you was coming at my list and you brought up Pacheco. And that's the one I specifically remember having, like, the biggest, like... issue with is when you brought Pacheco up.
I'm really want to talk about Pacheco. I was just talking about all the running backs that I think are pretty good.
Word, bro.
That can get thrown into the mix of like a top 9 or a top 10 running back.
I think Pacheco doesn't get his respect just simply because he's on KC. Like, everything you said was like, it's a punishment. He's on KC.
So fair. That's fair. But is Pacheco still viewed as Pacheco if he's with the Colts these past 2 seasons?
Maybe if we don't know how he runs.
Yeah, if you get the work, that's the thing with these running backs. If you just get the carries, you never know.
The first round running back.
Trust me, what I mean? I hear what you're saying. I promise I do. I'm just saying, for me, personal preference, the guys that I named, I think are standalone nice. And I've already seen them be utilized in those situations. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Pacheco can't. The same way I'm not saying that Jalen Warren can't. But I haven't seen Jalen Warren have Najee Harris's workload and still be available and produce to that level just yet. Not saying that he can't. And I think that's what we're all eager to see this year from 30 specifically is if they shift it where he takes more of the workload, can he sustain it? Can he make sure that there aren't ball security issues? Can we make sure that the availability is consistently there? A lot of backs try to have the Najee Harris workload. It's not a lot of backs, even on my top 10, yours and Deke's, that have been able to sustain that type of workload and consistently be available. Deke just brought it up with Jonathan Taylor, right? Man, when he's available, he's nice as heck. But man, one of the biggest knocks on Jonathan Taylor is what? Bro, he don't be available all the time. Saquon Barkley. We got him on this list because of how nice he is. But what's the biggest knock on Saquon since he's come in this league, bro?
Just
availability. Can you stay healthy?
Yeah.
I look at these dudes. We talk Josh Jacobs. We can go down the list of all these different backs. And I'm like, yo, if we're still saying, yo, with the extra workload, those dudes don't stay healthy all the time. Why is it a foregone conclusion that if Jalen Warren takes the Najee Harris workload or gets this ultra boosting workload, that it's going to automatically result in the same level of production? I'm a big 30 fan myself, but that's the only part for me where I'm just like, yo, I respect that part of Najee's game. I don't think that that's something that is just going to happen, though. And until I see it happen from Jalen or some of these other dudes that we've talked about as well, I'm not going to put them in my top 10 just yet. That's all.
Okay.
But shout out to
I
the
got
dudes, though.
Najee in there.
Yeah.
7. I think it was 7/8. I don't know.
he was in there somewhere.
With 9 names, I think that messes. No, I think I got him at 6. 6 or 7. I got him at 6. 7.
All right. Let's get it, baby. All right, what else do we have up here that I wanted to get with you on? So we got your training camp, did the rush, did the top 10, Hall of Honor. Oh, I know the last thing I want to talk to you about real quick. Bro, we getting these Madden ratings dropping. I don't know if y'all been peeping some of the Madden ratings. You been peeping some of the Madden ratings?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay.
I've been seeing that.
I saw Minka was 2 or 3.
Yeah, Minka was 2 on his list. You know who was the number 1 safety on the game, right? The man that neither one of y'all liked last week when we talked about the top 100 list. The man that y'all were all like, yo, Moats, why are you trying to like take up for him being a vote ahead of Minka? Jesse Bates, the guy that had the career year, the turnovers, the buck 33.
I'm sure they're going to have Myles Garrett over TJ Watt, too.
I'm just saying, like, that was the one that y'all looked at me like I was crazy for talking about Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates, the highest rated safety on the game, bro.
Well, Madden
that's all I'm saying, bro. He's the highest rated on the game, bro. All right, shout out to Minka. And we know what Minka is legacy-wise. But if we just said last year, Jesse Bates balled out, bro. He had a year. He had a year, bro. Jesse Bates had a year.
I'll give him a good year.
That's all I'm saying. He had a year.
He's not better
he
than
had a
Minka.
year. I'm not saying he's better than Minka. Don't you
going into
put that on me, D.
2024. Who you taking,
Don't
Bates or Minka?
put that on me, D.
I'm taking Minka.
Don't make me that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not saying that Jesse Bates is better than Minka. I'm just saying for the ratings, for the list, for just this one. I get it for this one. That's it, bro. Don't put that evil on me, Deke. Don't you do that.
A lot of people say it, though.
Like, come on, man. I'm just looking at that's what they said it, Deke.
That's what they say.
Madden said it. The top 100 NFL list said it. The execs said it. All right. The coaches and scouts said it. Hey, man.
A lot of people saying it, though.
There's a lot of them saying it, bro. A lot of them. But hey, man, I'm Team Minka. All right. Just so the record can reflect. I am Team Minka. All right. I do not want Minka thinking I'm one against him. All right. I'm Team Minka. My son got Minka jersey. All right. I'm Team Minka. Okay. But Jesse Bates bought out last year.
It's just Both things can be
true. Both things can be true, man.
They saying it.
That's
though.
what they saying, though, bro.
There's a lot of people saying it.
Man, don't get us in trouble out here. All right, man. I don't want no problems with nobody. All right. So let me. But now that you brought up old Minka real quick, let me get the Minka rating real quick, cause he was still rated pretty daggone high. He's actually they got him as the 3rd highest rated safety on the game.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Jesse Bates.
They gave Xavier Worthy like 98 speed or something, right?
He fast though. You know he fast, guy.
What you mean?
He
If
fast. He ain't
that's
fast.
not 99, I don't know what a 99 looks like.
I see what you mean. I see. Well,
Because what was
maybe
it, a 419 or something?
Yeah.
4.2?
Maybe it's because they say he's young. He broke the record. This is true.
He broke the record.
Real question. What was Calvin Austin's speed a year ago?
96.
Because he was another one of those guys that, you know, when we pause it, we see him running faster than the reflected time that was official.
I think he was
He
96.
broke the record. Whatever. Like, he got to be faster than
They want to see him do it in game.
Mm-hmm.
He broke the record. Like,
They want to make sure that translates over to the field. I get it. Yeah, you can't give the rookie that. First day coming up.
He's a rookie, man. Let the rookie earn it a little bit, man.
All he's got to do is catch a vertical,
Yeah.
like one of these early weeks of the season. Catch a vertical from Mahomes. They'll bump it up to 99. That's all they're waiting for.
Facts. They'll definitely bump it up.
Speed is speed, bro.
Yeah, they'll definitely bump that up. Hey, so
It's speed.
so as I'm looking at these safety ratings though, real quick, man. Let me get you real quick. Let me just get your thoughts. You and Deke. Jesse Bates, 97th overall or 97 rating overall. All right.
It's a little high.
And he's also an X factor in terms of ability. He has a shutdown ability. Antoine Winfield Jr. is the number 2 rated safety at 94 overall.
Yeah, it's stupid.
How you feeling? How y'all feeling?
I like that. I'm okay with that.
You okay with that? Okay. And then it's Minka at 93 overall, but he doesn't have any type of defining characteristic like shutdown or X factor or anything like that.
No ball hawk.
No ball hawk. But then you have Derwin James. Shout out to Derwin James. 4th rated safety. Highest rated strong safety on the game. 91 overall. He has an X factor rating and his is reinforcement. Meaning his ability.
You're not gonna give him that. That's Cam.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's Cam.
Don't do that, man. Shout out to Derwin James. All right, but don't do that, man. And then obviously the Honey Badger is the 5th rated safety at 91 overall. All right, Buda Baker follows him up. Kevin Byard at 9, and then Kyle Hamilton is the 10th rated safety.
I don't like that.
89 overall, but he has a defining characteristic, which is also reinforcement as well, man. Yeah, so Kyle Hamilton was the 10th rated safety. Let me make sure I got that right. Yep. Oh no, excuse me. I was off. I was actually off. I was off. He was number 8. I mixed my count up, Deke. Why you let me mix my count up like that, Deke? Come on, bro. All right, at number 9 is Javon Holland down in Miami, 88 overall, and then at 10 is Talona Hafanga. Good old safety out there with the Niners, man. Baby Troy.
That's forgotten about.
Yeah, he got hurt. He tore the ACL. You know how that goes. He got hurt, so they forgot about him a little bit, but they still got him in the top 10.
Baby Troy is a guy.
Yeah. But that's at 88 overall. So, Deke, I know you said you took offense to Minka's rating, correct?
I just think Minka's the best safety in the league, flat out. I mean, I'll take a top 3. You know, I think objectively, no matter what, like he should be rated in the top 3. But
yeah,
Winfield over him, I think that's even too far.
Way too high.
I could see Bates because of the year that you were talking about and everything, but yeah, to have Winfield over Minka, that's stupid.
For me, that's the name that kind of surprised me. I didn't watch. I
think they have Bates too high though. Like on it, like a 97. Like that's too high of an overall.
But he had the best year of all the guys though from that position. So if we're gonna say if he is rated at a 93 or 94, and that was the best season for the safety position, then you're kind of making it where nobody would be above that. So I think him being at 97 kind of allows you to get the 94s and the 93s in there.
I just know some of the seasons that Minka has had in the past, and he's never got rated as high as 97. There's definitely a biasness against the Steelers here. It's sad.
Man.
Yeah, I'm going a little conspiracy. Yeah,
he said, "Yo, seek that comfort, bro."
I think EA's headquartered in Ohio or something like that. Yeah, I heard some things.
I heard Ocho was a part of this now.
Yeah,
you know, Ocho be doing the ratings
some shaky
now, man.
Stuff going on. I mean, again, T.J. Watt, he's criminally underrated in Madden every year.
I don't know if they have his ratings.
It's disgusting.
Let me see if they have.
If there's a definition of a guy who should be in the 99 club, it's T.J. Watt. Like,
so
but he hasn't even been close to the 99
I'm gonna pull up the linebackers. Let's see, because I don't know if they have them
like
up there just yet.
It's crazy.
He's definitely part of 99.
No. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Outside line. So all of outside linebackers, right? The highest rated outside linebacker is T.J. Watt. but he's rated at 97 overall. Now, the next closest linebacker is Josh Allen with the Jaguars, rated at 91. Highsmith
I'm liking this. They got Highsmith
is
at
the
4.
4th rated one, right behind Khalil Mack, who's at 90. Alex Highsmith is at 89.
I like the Highsmith rating.
Like,
But
like,
you probably got to look at defensive ends too.
Else.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the DNs because that's the next part in terms of like true edge rushers. But this is just the outside linebacker position. Whether you're 4-3 or 3-4, TJ Watt is the highest rated, and the 4th rated is Alex Highsmith.
Still should be 99.
I just don't like how big of a gap the drop off is. TJ at 97, and then, like I said, the 4th best is at 89. Think about what you just said about the safeties.
Well, like I said, I think you got to look up the D ends too.
Go on.
I'm saying it's him and
they're like included. They got to be included in this too.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put all of them in this together. We'll go D ends, outside linebackers all together since.
What's Myles Garrett?
They have him listed as a DN. They gotta have him. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Are all the ratings out?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's why I'm just typing in the little filter and it's popping up. Yeah, so they got the DNs up here. Okay, so here we go. The highest rated edge rusher on the game, Michael Parsons. He's at 98. Then you got Myles Garrett, who's also at 98. Then they have Max Crosby, who's at 97. And then obviously we know TJ's at 97 as well. Nick Bosa is at 96. Okay. Then after that, they go Justin Matabuke. They list him as an N, but in the 3-4. Okay. He's at 92. But
like they got Cam Lawrence on this list too.
Yeah, because they're doing like true DNs. And those are the 3-4 dudes. But DeMarcus Lawrence is another true edge guy. He's at 91, and then you get to the Josh Allen.
So they got Highsmith kind of in the top 10.
That's what I'm saying. Highsmith is respected, bro. Highsmith is
I like that Highsmith
nice.
rating. Yeah,
they got him ahead of Trey Hendrickson, who's been back to back. It might have been the last 3 years.
Yeah,
he's been
Highsmith
14, 15 plus. Aiden Hutchinson, they have Highsmith rated above him, above Donnell Hunter, above Matthew Judon, Cameron Jordan,
they gave Highsmith a good
Jeffrey
rating.
Simmons, Joey Bosa.
What's his speed?
Brian Burns. He's in front of a lot of dudes,
I
bro.
don't like that.
He in front of I can keep
Highsmith,
going.
is that 85?
He's in front of Vaughn. He's in front of Hassan Riddick, who then did the double-digit sacks these past couple years. Yeah, man.
I don't like him in front of Brian Burns, though.
All right, I'll take it.
I don't like him in front of Burns. I don't like him in front of Hassan.
What about in front of Aiden Hutchinson and Trey Hendrickson?
I like him in front of Aiden. I like him in front of Trey.
What about Matthew Judon? Matthew has been
double-digit
sacks up in New England.
You heard me say that.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. I don't know if I like him in front of Judon. Judon's one of them guys, like, he's one of those guys.
And they still got, Cam in the 90s. All right. So, yeah, they're balancing it out here a little bit. With their bad ratings and their good ratings.
Well, and usually with some of these ratings, they try to have Cam Jordan ahead of Cam Hayward. But it's good to see that they got that kind of organized. And Cam is also an X Factor. He's called a fear monger. Shout out to he making the boys scared of that man out there. I like that. That's a heck of a little X Factor for him. All right, and what's TJ Watt's X Factor? Let's see. GOAT tier, unstoppable force. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and Josh Allen are the edge rushers with that. Okay. All right. Let's check out wide receiver. We'll check out wide receivers next. Look at these wide receivers, man. Get y'all thoughts on some of these cats real quick also, man.
Sure.
That's got to be Justin and the guys.
Let's see what the guys are talking about, man, at the wide receiver position real quick, man. If y'all digging the convo also in the comment section, hit that like button one time for the culture. And if you're new to the family, don't forget to subscribe. This is what we do. It's seasons here, man. Rock with us. All right, TG. 99 overall. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill.
They're disrespecting Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, number 2 on the game at wide receiver, 98 overall.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Now, the big difference is Tyreek Hill is 99 in speed. Justin Jefferson is 92 in speed. That's
Xavier McKinley should.
Yeah, that's a big difference right there. Then after that,
Jefferson's got to be 99. Like,
he
had 1,000 yards last year in like 9 games or 8 games.
Let's say tops, yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable. He's the best receiver in the league.
If Tyreek's 99 speed, Xavier should be 99 speed.
Yeah, bro. But hold on, let me keep reading them out because we know we got one of ours, so we got to get to him too. But CeeDee Lamb was at 3rd, 96 overall. AJ Brown is 95. Amon-Ra St. Brown is 95. He's rated above Devontae Adams, who is at 94.
You know, I don't like that.
Jamar Chase follows up Devontae Adams at 93. I don't like that. Stephon Diggs used to like this. He's at 92 overall. I think that's about right since he ain't with the guys anymore. All right. Then after that, Brandon Ayuk is at 91.
I think Pickens should be ahead of him.
You know what? I could get behind that too. He rocking the other blue and red now. So you know what? I ain't against that. Brandon Ayuk is at 91 overall. Followed by Mike Evans, who's at 91. Amari Cooper at 90. Keenan Allen at 90. DJ Moore at 89. DeAndre Hopkins at 89. Scary Terry McLaurin at 89. Cooper Kupp at 88.
That's insane.
Devonta Smith. I'm getting to him. Devonta Smith at 88. Tyler Lockett at 88. Deebo Samuel at 87. Jalen Waddle at 87. Speed is listed as 97, might I
These
add.
ratings are just stupid all around.
All right.
A lot of these receivers should be rated higher.
Wait a minute. We got more. We got Mike Williams with the Jets at 87. Chris Olave behind Mike Williams.
Too high. That's terrible.
And then behind Mike and Chris Olave is DK Metcalf at 86 overall.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
And DK has a 96 speed rating, might I add. But wait, there is more. We still ain't got the GP just yet. Just make sure y'all listening, all right? Michael Pittman Jr., 86. Chris Godwin, 85. Christian Kirk, 85.
Wow.
Garrett Wilson, 85.
I don't like that. I don't like him that low.
I don't like him that low.
Yeah, there's a lot of receivers that are low here.
T. Higgins, 85. Zay Flowers, 85. Cortland Sutton, 84. Gabe Davis. Now, this is about appropriate for him.
All right,
this is about appropriate for Gabe.
Stupid.
You know, he probably would have been rated higher if he never left where he was supposed to stay, but I get it. Go get your bag. Gabe Davis at 84 overall with them Jacksonville Jaguars.
You can't have Gabe Davis over George Pickens.
Just wait, Deke. Just wait. We're not done.
This is blasphemy.
Gabe Davis is rated ahead of Puka Nacua. Also, shout to Puka, 84 overall.
Terrible.
But wait, Deke, there's more. Calvin Ridley, baby. Calvin Ridley at 83. Deontay Johnson, formerly of this parish, at 83. And then we get to George Pickens.
Oh, they said he's better than they said Deontay's
They got
better.
DJ ahead of GP. Both are rated at 83.
I told you there's a biasness. I told you.
Both rated at 83, but DJ is ahead of GP. Then following GP is Nico Collins, Adam Thielen, Brandon Cooks, Drake London, Jacoby Myers, your boy Jordan Addison. Shout out to Jordan Addison at 82 overall.
That's
and
too low.
Then you get Jerry Jeudy at 81 overall.
That's too low. Jordan Addison and Jerry Jeudy are in the same conversation.
Jordan Addison and Jerry Jeudy, 1 point apart, but literally Jerry Jeudy, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Odell, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell are all rated 81.
I think there's a fair amount of these receivers rated in like the mid 80s that should be higher in like either the high 80s or low 90s.
Tyler Boyd
like DK
rated
Metcalf
80.
at 86 is terrible. Like Pickens should be high 80s, low 90s.
Yeah, to me, I thought Pickens and definitely
Cooper
DK.
Kupp's
I thought
terrible
DK
too.
was stupid
What'd you say
low.
Cooper Kupp is 88?
Yeah, hold on. Cooper Kupp is 88, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah. How you feel about Jalen Waddle being at 87? Jalen Waddle was a top 5 receiver last year statistically.
Yeah, like I think he's overrated in general, but in 87s, I think he should be at least 89, maybe 90.
I'd have put him at a 90 just because of we know the speed element is real, but the numbers kind of reflected production, and it was consistent. Yeah.
There's a lot of good receivers in the league.
It is a lot of receivers.
There's a lot of good receivers out here, though. You can get a good receiver, though.
Brandon Ayuk,
That's what I mean.
91?
The ratings should reflect that, though. Give them a lot of good ratings.
So let me just see real quick. So that would have Ayuk as what? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Ayuk is the 9th rated receiver on the game, and then is Mike Evans at 10.
Would you see who just got paid? Actually, speaking of Ayuk, DJ Moore.
What did he end up getting?
27 per year.
Okay.
So I don't know what Ayuk's complaining about. You look at DJ Moore. I mean, DJ Moore's been the better receiver over the course of their careers. I think DJ Moore even had a better season last year.
I'm trying to see where DJ Moore is even rated on the game, bro.
And that was out in Chicago.
Man, let me pull up DJ real quick.
26 is a fair number for Ayuk.
26?
Yeah. I mean, DJ Moore just got 27.
You need 30.
I get that's what he's asking
That
for.
boy said, I want 30, nothing less.
You need 30.
But DJ Moore got, what, it was like 1,300 yards and I think 8 or 9 touchdowns last year in Chicago, and he's getting 27.
Bro, why am I not
out
finding
in
DJ
San
Moore in the
Fran,
game?
like, I don't know. I think you got to
They
read the
get
room.
he get way more targets in Chicago, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He gets way more targets in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, he's up there sharing it over there in San Fran. He gets way more targets in Chicago.
You don't think part of that, though, is why he's getting those numbers? Because they ain't locked in on him like that? Like, he's the third or fourth option.
No, but I think he's still, like, even though he's still a route runner. You know what I mean?
I know. That's why I think he would do. Yeah, like, he'll be all right wherever he goes, but I wonder if he could be that number one worth the $30 million like that.
Right, that's a lot. I just think that number's a lot. But he's still a route runner. Like, over there, he's their route runner. Like, Devo catches the screens and things. Like, Devo low-key a gadget. Low-key.
He just a high-end gadget. That's what he is, bro.
He's low-key a gadget. Low-key. But
I mean, you can make the case that the way that Tyrann Mathieu has been utilized on his side of the ball, right? Not really a true free, not really a true strong, but just a playmaker. I look at Debo offensively in a similar way. He's not truly an outside. He's not truly a slot, but you get him the football, he impacts your offense. He makes plays out there. But you got to know how to use him, though.
Man.
Yeah, you got to know how to use him.
Yeah, Debo's a Percy. Like,
first off, Debo's more of a Tavon. Put him in Tavon's category, man. You know you like that type of stuff.
What, out
man.
the league? No,
Debo's I'm messing with you, man. You know you like that type of stuff because you bringing up Percy, bro. Percy don't play, bro. Percy did a little bit different. Debo's more that he can run into you. Percy, come on, man, don't play like that. You know where he from, man. You know where that boy from. Why you playing like that, man?
You're disrespecting Debo. Put him in the same class as Tavon.
Y'all boys
tripping.
All I'm saying is you know where Percy from, man. All right.
I didn't understand that though. Like, what you mean?
I don't like how you brought up Debo, like because you brought up Debo as a gadget guy, and then you're like, oh, he's just Percy Harvin. I just don't like how that sounds. Percy he ain't no gadget. Percy's nice. Percy's Percy. Percy makes Debo look good. Percy make Debo got a life right now. Stop playing with that man, bro.
Percy was a gadget though.
Percy wasn't no gadget, man. Percy was just you could put him wherever you want. He's gonna ball. Put him in the backfield. Put him out there, receiver. Put him in the slot.
I thought he was
let him
a pretty
return
good receiver in the
kickoffs.
He
That's what I'm
healthy.
saying. He couldn't stay. The
Percy
migraines.
was the definition of a gadget.
Man, Percy, man, I don't like how you call him gadget, bro. I don't like how that
he
sounds.
was legit for a few
I don't like
years.
how that sound, bro. Yeah, man.
That's what Percy was a gadget though. Like,
I don't like how you call it no gadget, bro. He wasn't no gadget, bro. He was just like that, all right? That's what he was.
Position did Percy play?
Like that. That's what he played. He played like that.
Yeah,
he played like that. Because he could play a wide receiver. He still was going to route you up consistently there if he wanted to. You could put him in the backfield, and he was still going to get buckets there if he wanted to. You could put him as a return man. All I'm saying is Debo, I don't feel like Debo can stand alone at receiver the way that Percy can stand alone at receiver. That's all I feel. I don't feel like Debo can return kicks at a high level like how Percy was returning kicks at a high level. That's what I'm saying. I think Debo is elite in that Niners offense. I love the bully element of it. I just think that you're shortchanging Percy. That's all, bro. Percy could route you. He could run with it. He could get out the backfield. He could line up outside. He could return them things. That's all. That's why I said put Debo in the Tavon Austin category. Because it's like Percy
the greatest gadget
that's
we've
disrespectful
ever
to
seen.
Debo then.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
Bro.
Debo ain't out the league like that. Debo made some Pro Bowls and some All Pros.
I feel like Percy's the definition of the gadget.
I don't like why you keep calling him a gadget, bro. What makes him a gadget? He's not. He's versatile, but he's not a gadget. Is a guy that can't shine in one spot, and you got to kind of create for that man, bro.
A gadget is a guy.
That's what they did with Tavon Austin. They tried to force him.
You see what I'm saying? And then they have to force Percy. You could line Percy up at receiver. You could line him up at running back. You could put him at return man, and he was going to be that guy there, man. Stop playing with Percy like that, man.
Just because he was that guy don't mean he's not a gadget.
Oh my God. Why are you doing this, TJ? Why are you doing this? If it was Tavon Austin, you'd be saying something totally different. If it was Tavon.
No, Percy's the greatest gadget we've ever seen, but he's still a gadget. What do you
Okay,
mean?
I mean,
All right,
at
man.
least he's
He's
saying
the
like,
best gadget.
are you? So you're saying
Aaron-
Percy ever?
Aaron
The problem
Hernandez
is Percy
was
just got
gadget.
hurt too much though.
Aaron Hernandez was a gadget. Percy was a gadget. Like Tavon's a gadget.
But-
Cordell Patterson's a gadget. Debo's a gadget.
I
Like,
don't
those
like
are
when you
gadgets.
do that. I get what you're saying. I don't like it, but I get what you're saying. Okay,
Those
I
are
get what you're
gadget
saying.
guys.
I get what I don't agree with it personally, but I get what you're saying.
But they're gadget guys. They're still gadgets.
Man, it's Percy. The rest of them could be gadgets. Percy is
I feel
Percy.
you.
That's
It's
all.
Percy.
Yeah. And where he from. Just don't forget where he from. All right.
The greatest gadget we've seen, but he's still a gadget. Like, I'm with you.
The greatest gadgets. Yeah. All right. Respect.
We've never seen a gadget like that, but he's still.
No, we never seen a gadget like that. Nah, it's just
Yeah,
gadget,
the problem
gadget,
is
gadget.
he never even had a season like Debo did for that All Pro year.
This is also
That's
true.
the problem. He couldn't stay on the
Yeah.
field. Like even whenever he was killing it, he'd get hurt and miss some
Cordell
games.
Patterson's a gadget. Those are gadgets.
I think Cordell Patterson is a true gadget. I don't think Percy is that because Percy could actually have success at wide receiver. I don't feel like Cordell was having that. That's why they moved him to full-time
Terrell
running
Pryor
back.
was a gadget.
Yeah,
Terrell Pryor
dude.
had success at wide receiver.
No.
He went for a band.
Success at wide receiver and me talking about how if Percy's lined up at wide receiver, you're going to look at that very differently than you're looking at TP is what I'm saying.
But they're still gadgets, though.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's like, I feel you. They're still gadget guys.
I just
They
don't like how
have
you
to
calling them gadget. I guess I feel like I'm probably them Brock. This is how Brock Purdy people feel when they call him a game manager. He's like, oh, don't call him that. It just don't sound. I don't like how you saying it. He's the best one, but I don't like how you saying it. I just don't like how the gadget word sounds. That's all, bro. I think we just got to come with a different word for gadget because gadget minimizes his effect, his impact, his everything that comes with that. That's all.
Sure. Maybe not. I don't really think that. But
Yeah,
feel
I
you.
don't look at it as a negative. I just think he was hurt too
They're
much.
gadget.
Hey,
Dree Archer was a gadget.
you see when you bring up all these other names for gadget, what it see is like Terrell Pryor, Cordell Patterson, Dree Archer.
That's why he's saying he's
I'm
the
like,
best.
Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez was a gadget.
But see, you call Hernandez a gadget. I looked at him as an elite tight end that was also versatile enough to play other positions. I don't look at him as a gadget. I looked at him as, that's an elite athlete tight end that can still go and play other spots. No different than if you was an elite high school athlete on offense and you could run the ball, but they could put you at receiver. You could still be the best receiver as well. They could put you at H-back and all this other stuff. It doesn't mean you're a gadget. It just means that, bro, you're so nice that you don't have to just stay there. You can still come here and shine.
I think that's low-key what a gadget is, though.
I look at a gadget like, you can't kill at one spot for 4 quarters, and I got to
don't
move
think
you
that's
around.
what a gadget is, though.
Okay.
Right. To me, I don't think a gadget is you can't just be a receiver. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? That's not. I don't think it's saying that, but I think it's saying you're not a receiver.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You're not just a receiver. I don't think if you just give Debo the route tree, I don't think Debo's who you this same person we're talking about. You know.
Whereas
what I mean?
I think if Percy Harvin, you said take this route tree, at worst case you're saying you're Brandon Ayuk. That's how I look at Percy.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
think
good.
that.
I think
I
he was
don't
a
think
good
that.
standalone
So you said
receiver.
you don't think that.
I don't think
That's
that.
wild to me,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't think that's who you. As much as I love Percy, Lord have mercy, that's Percy. Like, I'm with you.
Man.
But I don't think think the guy you think he is the guy he was. I'm with you.
Okay.
You hear me?
Respect.
And I'm with you.
Respect. Hey,
You
look,
know,
'cause that's how you see
Lord
it.
have mercy,
If that's how you
that's
see it,
Percy,
okay.
You feel me? Like,
Respect.
Lord have mercy, that's Percy.
Come
I
on,
know
man.
the-
Come
I
on,
know
man.
the saying and everything. I'm
Yeah.
with you. But it's kind of like he's still like, I don't think you just line him as a receiver and he goes for 1,200 every year. Like, I don't think he was that guy.
Okay.
I think he had to get in the backfield a little bit. He had to just do certain, like, you got to throw him a screen. You got to give him a kick return, like, get the ball in his hands, you know?
Look, what would they say? We can agree to disagree on the verbiage, but as long as you're in agreement that Percy was better than Tavon at every level, that's all that matters. So all good, man. All good.
Except high school.
Stop playing. Definitely a high school too, bro. Stop playing.
Except
Every
high
level. At every level. Deke, at every level. Just remember that. At every level. Our guy
Every
is
level
better
but
than his
high
guy.
school.
Just remember that. Our guy is better than his
Percy
guy.
over Debo?
No. He's talking about Tavon Austin. Yeah, throughout the whole, yeah.
Every level but high school.
Every
man.
level, including high school, man. Including it.
Trayvon, the greatest high school highlight. The highlight.
Why are you spreading lies on the internet? Don't do that, bro. Don't spread the lies on the internet, man. It's all good though. I like it. It's all good. All right. So shout out to them dudes, man. Shout out to Debo. Shout out to Percy. Shout out to everybody else that we've named thus far. I think that might be everything that we had today too.
The gadgets.
See, now you want that's that extra stuff. That's crazy. That is crazy. Anywho. All right. Since we have had you for a long time today, shout out to you, my dog. All right. But we gonna also let you get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna spend a block with you next week like we always do. You got any closing remarks that don't include the word gadget? You got any closing remarks that don't include that word, man?
Man, that Hard Knocks was pretty dope, man.
Ooh, all right. Respect on that.
Oh, dude, I watched it too. I took you up on the recommendation. I watched all 5. It's awesome, actually. I think it might be the best Hard Knocks.
See?
It's cool. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Which one?
The Giants
one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
I've seen
cool.
the first 2. I haven't watched the rest of them yet, but it's dope from what I've seen also. Yeah.
You get such a different perspective. It tells you the business.
Yeah.
Like, we can get that a lot cheaper.
Yeah, they had the owner in there talking to the GM. You had the coach and GM talking to you. You got to see like the dynamic of all that stuff behind the scenes. It was cool. I really liked it. Yeah, I binge watched it.
Respect. All right.
I watched the receiver too. The receiver doc.
I've heard a lot of people say the receivers one is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I actually, after watching the receivers one, I went back and watched the quarterback one too.
I watched quarterback.
How you feel about Kirk?
I watched the quarterback one last year too.
How'd you feel about Kirk the second time around? Second time around, how you feel about Kirk, bro? Come on, man.
He looks worse actually second time around. And I thought he looked good the first time around. I think he looks worse though.
Why are you so negative towards Kirk, bro? That's crazy.
No, I like Kirk the person. I like him.
That is crazy.
I think he looks a little worse.
You see how he put up the camp, right? You seen he had the Hawks jersey on, throwback.
One of the main reasons.
Come on, man of the people.
I thought he looked worse the second time around. I was like, is the check down in the playoff game really that bad? Was it really that bad? And it was actually worse than what I thought. Yeah.
Here you go. You sound like TG over there. Y'all just be making up stuff and focusing on one negative play. It never will ever let him live it down.
Should I have thrown it to Justin Jefferson? He's kind of double. Yeah, you throw it to him because he's past the first down mark.
And then when it's an interception because it's double coverage, then y'all gonna say, "Oh, look, Kirk choked it off. Hey, look at him. He turned the ball over in the clutch." You know, y'all can't wait to crucify him. He can't win, man. Come on, bro.
And he threw the check down though.
He threw the high percentage
game
throw.
On the line.
He went with the high percentage play. The high percentage play. He threw the high percentage play. He said, "Yo, this is the high percentage throw. I'm going to take this option." That's all he did, bro. That's all he did. Man. Okay? That's all he did. Leave him alone, man. Leave the man alone. That's what he did.
Check down for the game, for the season.
For the season. I know. It sounds worse when you say for the season. I get it. But it was a high percentage throw. It was a completion. Just remember that.
Cousins, good dude, but I don't want him quarterbacking my team when January hits.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. My dog, man, appreciate you as always, baby.
My dog.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace. Shout out to TG right there, man. If y'all was digging the convo, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. I like it, man. Always a good
there's a lot of supers here.
Man, let's just tap in there, man. Okay. Let's get them. Yep.
We're at 6:30 almost.
Let's get them, man. Let's get them.
Justin Watson says, are any of the number 4 or 5 receivers behind 14 viable as a number 2?
Any of the number 4 or 5 wide receivers?
I think he almost answered his own question there, right?
And how do you feel about that question, Deke? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Like he's talking about guys we're viewing as number 4s or number 5s on the depth chart being number 2s. I mean, it's tough. He's probably thinking of like a Calvin Austin. Like, do you think this guy could step up and elevate and reach his full ceiling of being a number 2, or like a Quez Watkins?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Deke, you ain't even lie to him, man.
No, I think Calvin Austin. I mean, to piggyback off what we were just talking about, I think he could be a really good gadget guy for us this year. Like, you almost want him to be the number 4. Now, with Roman Wilson being hurt, maybe he starts as number 3.
Yeah.
With where the depth chart is right now, but yeah, I think that's where you start him off at. I don't think you're throwing him on the outside and asking him to be number 2, because what you brought up last week when we talked about Calvin Austin, I think it is very prevalent. The height, like,
no,
if you're throwing to a dude down the field or throwing to a dude on the outside, like you need to have some sort of physical presence, or you're just
elite separation.
Yeah, or you're AB or Steve Smith. That
those are the
somehow
little dudes
will
that
their
can
way
live
to
out there.
some of these catches.
Yeah, and neither one of them were 4-2 guys either, man. But they understood the details of route running and creating separation, and they caught every football also. Think about that, man. Some of the combat catches when it was tight. That's the thing that you'd have to do and do it consistently to be, a smaller statue guy living on the outside. But I'll say this, man. Everybody at that level, everybody on that field is capable of, going to another level. Now, does it happen in this span of training camp in this season? That's the real question. But Calvin Austin, I mean, you heard Sauce Gardner talk about him before. From a collegiate level, it's like, he's made plays. He is talented in his own right. But we got to see, can he put it together and do that consistently enough to where we're talking about him as a legitimate number 2 option? Because it's not just we're putting you out there on that field. It's a lot that comes with being the number 2 option. Targets, but the production has to be there. Because otherwise, as a defender, if that's the number 2, I'm not losing as much sleep on Calvin Austin. Now I'm thinking, man, we're going to bracket coverage George Pickens. He is not going to catch anything today. And we're going to make Calvin Austin have to catch 10 catches for $130 on us today. And make him have to do that. Maybe even do in my mind say, JPJ, you take him, Dante Jackson and Minka, y'all deal with GP. That's the part that it could become a little bit of an issue, a little bit difficult if that guy isn't ready, because teams could play like that. And I'm sure early on, that is how teams are going to attack us. I think the running game is going to have to be important to offset that. But until you have a legit number 2 option, Deke ain't never been a coordinator in the league. But Deke knows, man, if I'm worried about stopping us passing wise, that's the guy GP. I got to make sure that we account for him. So everybody knows that already coming into this day. And that's why you've heard the urgency that I've talked about with bringing in something, or, one of them dudes having to step up, because it could create a little bit of a roadblock for us offensively, man. But all those dudes, though, man, like I said, man, if they surprise us, man, great. We love it. But I do kind of lean with Deke in the sense that I don't think it's a high probability of it happening this season. That's all.
Sean McCartney, early read. How do you feel about Fields?
I mean, for me, from what I've seen, I like what he's doing. Make the plays you're supposed to make. We know you're not going to be perfect. Nobody is. But I would also say, man, I hope for him that he can block out the noise, the good and the bad noise. Because from the convos, me and Deke, TG, you hear we talk about Justin Fields based off of the stuff that we've seen and how he has a little bit of that lightning rod, right? But he mentally in his preparation can't allow that to affect him. He can't come out there and say, man, they talking about me nicely on social media, man, so I come out here and chill today. I don't have to prepare as hard. Nah, And he also can't be the flip side. They talking about me bad on social media, man. Let me, I'm upset about it. Nah, Got to be consistent with it. And that's the one thing that I think if he can keep doing that, yeah, I don't see, what's holding him back. Sky's the limit, because the talent is there. And that's the one thing with Fields. The only thing that's holding Fields back is Fields.
I'm too saucy for you. Hey, Moats, every time you miss a podcast, you have to put $1 and $1 in a cart every time you're not live and on schedule. Miss you guys.
Hey, no, I salute you. I'm too saucy for you, and I love that name, by the way, man. All right? Look, I like the energy, all right? And I'm doing better, all right? We're going to make sure that we consistent enough. But I'm going to tell you today, all right, it's July 31st, Deke. It's Wednesday, 6:33 p.m. We are not having a show next Wednesday, okay? I'm throwing it out there right now.
Fault.
No, it is not Deke's fault. It's Deke's parents' fault because they decided to have Deke on that day. So next Wednesday, we're not having a show. It's Deke's birthday. I don't work on birthday. I don't want him working here on his birthday, man. Yeah,
I fought it
it's your birthday,
last
bro.
few years and saying like, yeah, we should. I don't care. Let's just have the podcast.
Like, nah, bro, it's your birthday, man.
But I've come around to that rule.
It's your birthday, man. All right, you only get one birthday. All right, and nobody gets to pick it. Your parents pick it, so you make it important to you, man.
And Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, shout out to you and Sidney.
Kyler Murray
man.
And Alex Highsmith.
And Highsmith, yeah.
We
heck yeah, bro. Day. So y'all just ahead of time, all right? Next Wednesday, it ain't gonna be no show, all right? But I threw it on the front end, so I ain't gotta put nothing in the tip jar on that, all right? But other than that, though, yeah, I don't see why we ain't, getting active the way we supposed to be getting active, all right? But yeah, we definitely don't do on birthdays. Nah, I can't do that.
828 Style says, Sup Moats and Deke. I think the Black Air Forces had something to do with the intensity that caused the fight. I wish it was required, like that everyone had to wear black cleats. LOL.
No, respect on that, man. There is a certain presence that comes with the Black Air Forces. I mean, we joke about it, but we always say that's supposed to be like the tough guy, the gritty, you was about to get janky in here, man. You know what time it is. And Coach Tomlin has done a great job of staying current with the times, right? We talk about Coach has been here for 18 seasons, right? It's a lot that has changed fashion-wise, a lot that has changed culturally, it's a lot that has changed just in terms of what young people do to motivate themselves or to talk about themselves, right? Social media, for example, things like that. But it is cool to see Coach Tomlin understanding different things that he can do to connect with his team that is younger, but at the same time have a universal message that we all know means what? We trying to be physical. The standard is the standard. We're trying to play a certain brand of football. I like that, man. So shout out to the Black, Air Forces, and shout out to them dudes reflecting that energy on the football field today too.
AJ Martinez says TB12 Bradshaw is the king.
Shout out to TB12, man. Like I said, it's arguments that support that statement. So I can understand it.
828 Style. If Fields can give me a touch of Lamar, this team will win the chip. I haven't been this excited about this team since 2016. We have two great quarterbacks.
That's facts on that, man. That's facts. I mean, and that's the real thing. Lamar is the top of those athlete throwers playing quarterback. Lamar, 2-time MVP, has led his team multiple times to having the 1 seed for the postseason as well, man. And yeah, you've seen he's evolved also as a passer. He hasn't just stayed using his legs exclusively. He has evolved, and that's a big reason why, like I said, he is not back-to-back, but has 2 MVPs and has had the success that he's had. If Justin Fields can grow to that, then, yeah, we would be feeling very similar to how Baltimore feels at times. And when you see teams have to play against Baltimore as well, that's because you got to worry about that quarterback and actually account for him in the run game as well as the pass game. It changes a lot, man. But we'll see, man. We will see. Because a lot of people doubted Lamar being able to do it consistently. And there's still people that don't respect what Lamar does. But you look at his numbers as an individual. You look at the, numbers from a team standpoint in terms of wins and losses. And Lamar's done a heck of a job, man. So if Fields can get to that, man, trust me, we would love it.
Yeah, I still think Fields has the better arm over Lamar. But going back to our earlier conversation, Lamar has the art of playing quarterback down way more than Fields.
Way more, man.
Figuring out how to win games and taking care of the ball at a good clip. And, yeah, that's why he's won MVPs and stuff. And you're right. Like, there are people that knock on Lamar and, like, complain about him that he's not winning as much in the playoffs. But, like, that's the thing. Outside of Mahomes and a couple of other quarterbacks right now, there's not a lot of dudes that are winning in the playoffs at a high clip and winning Super Bowls. Yeah, like he's a top 5 quarterback right now, definitely. AJ Martinez says, everybody wants a Slash. Sorry, Cordell, this is your time, and you're an NFL MVP these days. Long live Slash. Sabotage 7. Who's to blame? LOL. Let's go Steeler Nation.
Let's go. Shout out to AJ as always, man. But, yeah, I mean, that is, the way that people talk about it for Cordell, man. If, could have just been out here during this time frame, and it's probably a lot different for him, man.
Zach has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Zach, and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
828 Style is asking me a question. Says, Deke, be honest, do you watch Eagles training camp?
Oh, yeah, what they saying about your man Kenny? Is he still cooking over there? I have not followed that too much just yet, man.
I do not watch Eagles training camp. Don't really know much about what's going on over there. I did see a headline that he had the throw of the day or the throw of Eagles training camp, and that his arm is stronger than expected.
All right, I like that.
Not surprised. I think he's good.
There it is.
Give him a chance. He can still be a good quarterback.
There it is.
Not surprised at all. Canada was the one that held him back. I got to see his arm strength on display a lot in that Bengals game.
There it is.
Whenever it was Mike Sullivan and Eddie Faulkner calling the plays. Coincidence? I think not.
There it is.
Mr. That Guy says, much cheaper. Got into nursing school at U.S. Only reason why I came here than Austin. Change is good, though. Different pace. Oh, he's talking about moving to Indiana.
Yeah. Okay, so he got it in nursing school, and he said it's much cheaper as well. So shout out to that. Shout out to you going to nursing school also, man. Now that's big time right there, man. Yeah, and like I said, the change is good, man. Different pace definitely doesn't hurt anything, man. And you can always go back down the line. There's nothing that keeps you from doing that. But I like that, man. Salute
Go
to
watch
you.
Caitlin Clark now.
No, that's real life. She must see. And you also got Tyrese Halliburton over there as well with the Pacers, man. You know, a little guy that Bron teammate right now. That's the only reason why I know him like that. You know, he was hitting some threes today, Deke.
He got the play.
Bro, he hit a cup. Bro, he came off the bench. He hit his first he hit his first 3 threes. And he had some defensive plays, bro. I was like, all right, Halliburton, hey, man, USA. So, yeah, bro.
No way. Imagine Russ and Hurts are out week 15. KP versus Justin Fields.
That would be interesting. How would you feel about that one? That'd be very interesting.
It will be. It definitely will be. I think it doesn't matter who our quarterback is, KP versus whoever. KP being in there is the thing that makes it interesting, in my opinion. Because if it's Russ, I mean, Russ is the guy we brought in that pissed off Kenny. So it doesn't matter what quarterback it is.
We just need
Kenny. If Kenny is playing and
just need Kenny.
And Hurts is injured, then that is very, very. I don't think it's a coincidence they scheduled this game late in the season, where there is a chance that Hurts could get a little banged up.
Yeah,
it's not a coincidence.
Just for us and for like that messy media side, I would love to see it, bro.
I would too.
I would love to see it.
I would too.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get it, but for that part, it's like, yeah, I would love to see that. I don't want Hurts to get hurt though. That's my whole issue with it. I'm like, yeah, maybe Hurts just stinks it up so point. They're like, yo, shut him down for the year.
Whoa,
Kenny. I don't know.
Whoa.
But you know, I'm not a Hurts guy like that. I already told you. I've been said that. I've been on record on that.
You could see Kenny beating him out this preseason.
I didn't say that. All I said was I'm not a Hurts guy. Okay? I get what he's doing. I respect it. This is not my cup of tea. That's all. Like, some people don't like Najee's flavor. It's like, yo, I don't like this style. It's like, yo, it hurts. I'm not a fan of that style. That's all.
Fine. Sean McCartney, you know it's bad when Moats sees Holcomb's recovery as similar to Devin Bush, but at least we have Queen, Roberts, and Wilson.
Don't do me like that, man. I just wanted to bring up an analogy of a running back or of a linebacker who was going through a similar injury, and he had a similar situation, but the timeline was different because Devin Bush didn't have alternatives that could go out there ahead of him. We were talking about him versus Robert Spillane, if you remember that. And it wasn't a ton of confidence early on in Robert Spillane because we thought that he was more limited. And now we've seen him evolve with his game and has done a lot better coverage-wise. We even saw him getting interceptions last year with the Raiders. But that's why we brought up the Cole Holcomb and Devin Bush, man. Don't get me in trouble like that, though, man.
Yeah. GF, but the way we've been running that play looks more like the Spirit Airlines sweep. Not good. SMH.
Hey, son, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, Spirit. They might leave Spirit in the back, man, because I don't know if you've seen Southwest, man. They letting you pick your seats now. Like, you actually got to, get, a seat. It isn't the first come, first serve. Yeah, good luck when you get on the plane. So, yeah, you know, just bumping them up a little bit more, whereas Spirit, I think they're got that floor on lock right now. Yeah, they got the floor on lock.
Remix, what's up, fellas? Moats, you having any huddle stories or heard of any good huddle stories? Not believing in the guy calling the play. College Football 25 is fire.
Shout out to College Football 25, definitely on that. I'm not. I don't want to do that, man. I'm gonna chill on that one. But yeah, there are always moments, man, where
audible in the huddle.
You get some audible on the field. You get some, bro, I'm not listening to what coach is saying, or they hit you with it, bro, don't look over there. You be like, but he's hands, don't look. You be like, dang, bro, you making this real uncomfortable, man. You better be right. Yeah. Like, you get some of that, or it's like, yo, we're trying to tell him what the call is. He's like,
well,
no.
You've said one before with Polamalu.
Yeah. They all right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it happens, but it varies. Like, the TP one was different in the sense that everybody knows what TP does. In terms of he's going to call his own audible. Majority of his career has been fine. They just wasn't really feeling that at the end, per se.
Yeah.
You know how that go. It makes it real awkward, though, at times. Because now you're like, bro, do I not listen to him? And now the coach is in his feelings? Or do I ignore this dude that is TP for this coach? And, you get put in a bind. Yeah. But no, it's like that's low end, man. There's definitely been some times though, man, throughout my NFL journey where, yes, in game you will have your player, your team, maybe like, bro, we not calling that, nah, or they'll be cursing the dude up, man. This motherfucker called that again, bro. Is he stupid? And sometimes, man, the coach has been a little bit stupid. And you get to the sideline, you like, yeah, coach, we told you that wasn't gonna work. So yes, that is real, man. But it's no different than I'm sure at other, competitive workplaces. You're gonna have your beliefs, your differences of opinions, and strategy also. And when it's been out of respect and love, I think that it's been way better. And that's what I've noticed here in Pittsburgh. Whenever something happens, whether it's audibles, disagreements, words being exchanged, it's always out of respect and it's always out of love. Whereas other places, you can see where it does have a little bit more of that negative venom. And that has typically led to more negativity coming from it. Whereas here in Pittsburgh, me personally, I never experienced the negative element of what he's asking about in terms of, that huddle element, coaches calling calls and stuff like that.
AJ Martinez says, shout out to TG, Master, Diggler, Frank K, X1 Concepts, Tito, Mike Hood, the Dawn, all the GOAT chat, Leah,
Shout
Steelers
out.
Girl, Barbarian,
Shout out.
Fire Zone, Dick LeBeau, Hall of Fame.
Let's go. AJ, you left nobody out. Shout out to you on that one, man. I likes that right there.
Mike Hood, I heard Russ and Fields say we learned during every rep on or off the field. A lot different than what we heard 7 months ago when Mason was in.
Man.
Fair.
Respect. Yes, I will say without reflecting on the last part of that statement that it is good to hear that both of these quarterbacks are humble enough and, are able to at least verbally communicate that, yeah, we do learn from each other. I do learn from not just being on the field, but when I'm off the field and I'm having to watch and I have to get the mental rep. Everybody's heard of the word mental reps before. Those matter. You're not taking them physically, you're watching them. But that is just as important as taking the rep. So the fact that both Russ and Phils agree that, yeah, man, this is something that we both do, that we will continue to do, I like that a lot, man. So, yeah. Yep.
Fair point. AJ Martinez, TB12, Terry Bradshaw, QB King, head-to-head. He beats Brady. Back injury is messing with my head, spelling-wise. Shout out to Michelle. Hope you know how special you are to me. And shout out to Payne. LOL. Let's go.
Hey, nah.
No
respect
pain, no
to the
gain.
pain. Respect to the pain, man. Sometimes you got to feel the pain. That makes the pleasure that much better, baby. You know that. And shout out to Michelle also, man. I know that you always have had a soft spot in your heart for Michelle, man. So shout out to Michelle. I know she's definitely a special person if she has your attention this consistently. Hopefully your back feels better also, man. You don't want no back issues. That can definitely suck, man. And yeah, TB12, Terry Bradshaw is the king. Head-to-head, he beats Brady. All right. Respect that, man. Respect. I ain't tripping on that.
828 style. Deke, be honest, you had Penny Pickett at 10, didn't you?
Hey, yo.
No, we were talking running back list.
We ain't got quarterback top 10. Did we do quarterback top 10 yet?
No, why would I have Pickett in a running back list?
We got to do quarterbacks top 10. You right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Heck, we might have 3 dudes in there, huh? 3 dudes from this parish? Because Kenny played here.
No, Kenny's not. I'll tell you that right now. Kenny's not in my top 10.
If Kenny was with us this year, right now, he would be in your top 10.
I think he'd get the Jalen Warren treatment.
He would be in your top 10. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I think I'd sneak him up there.
So because we traded him, he ain't in your top 10 no more?
He's not playing.
So he's not in your top 10 no more?
He's not playing.
So to you, Kenny isn't a top 10 quarterback anymore in the NFL.
I can't put a guy in there that's going to be the backup.
Deke, to you, Kenny is not a top 10 quarterback in the league no more, man?
I would admit up to this point he hasn't been. But for this season, if he was here, if he was given the chance, Arthur Smith, Pickens year 3, new weapons, new line, I think he could have given us top 10 type of play.
Okay.
And that's why I said I'm good with rolling with Pickett going in this year. I didn't think we had to sign Russ or do all this. We could have been fine with the Pickett Mason competition, but if we brought in Fields, that's fine too. Pickett versus Fields. I didn't want to give up a second round pick for Fields.
True, very true.
So there was a lot going. I believe that Pickett could be good for us in year 3.
Respect.
He didn't want to be here though.
This is also true.
AJ Martinez says 2-2. Najee the new king.
Shout out to all right.
Well, we got Arthur Smith.
AJ's a believer. He's a Najee believer.
We saw what Henry did with Arthur
He's
Smith.
a Najee believer. Come on, man. Najee. He's a believer in him, bro. Let him believe,
we
man.
got some confirmation on my list, my top 9/top 10 running back
Oh,
list.
who'd you forget?
Richard Hunt said you skipped the third running back. You said 4 Saquon, 2 Henry, and then 1 C-Mac.
Who's your third then?
Saquon's
You had Nick
my
Chubb in
third.
there, I
No,
thought.
I got Chubb under Saquon. It's just all shifted. It's like Jalen Warren's my 9.
Got you.
Bajan would be my 8, I think. Was it Bajan at 8? And
Yeah.
Najee or Breece Hall at 7, Najee 6, something like that.
Mhm.
I just literally left the name off of it. Yeah, I'd have Saquon at 3 and Chubb at 4, 2 Henry, 1 McCaffrey,
Okay.
5 Jacobs, I guess. AJ Martinez says, Diggler's baby mamas have gadgets. Yikes.
Whoa.
Deke.
I don't know what type of gadgets they talking about. They help out with the video game. That's what Deke and his baby mama's the gadgets they talking about, man. It's video game gadgets. It's like cheat codes. Yeah, it helps unlock certain players and stuff like that, attributes. Yeah. Keep it PG, AJ. Come on, man. Don't get us kicked. It was late in the show, so you good.
AJ gifted a most membership to Cody James.
See, that's how you followed up, AJ. You followed up with something good right there. Paying it forward, man. Shout out to you and Cody James.
He also wishes me a happy birthday.
Go to the upper room, yes indeed. And shout out to Diggler, man, getting a happy birthday, man. You need a happy birthday shout out. We should shout you out just the rest of the next shows, bro. Because your birthday is coming up, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You gonna tell people how old you turning? Or you keeping it a mystery? I don't know how you feel about your number.
We'll let them guess.
All right, there it is.
The real ones probably know. The real
This
ones
is
that
also true.
paid attention to me talking over the
This
last
is
like
true.
5 years. You probably know how old I am.
But they always guess you like a little kid, though, man. Because you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Or
Old
maybe
Deke
or
looks
maybe you're older.
40 maybe. Yeah. when I have a clean
You went through
shave.
some phases, yeah. It's like you could look 12 or you could look 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. UW says Broderick Jones on Mike Tomlin having those black Air Force Ones. It says belt to ass when coach got the steppers on.
Let's go. Let's go. I love that. Broderick be talking that talk, bro. I'm a fan of Broderick. I've been a fan, but I'm a fan of Broderick, though, bro.
AJ apologizes.
There it is. Shout out to you, AJ, man. I appreciate you on that one, man. All right. Cheer, baby. Yeah.
Looks like that's it.
I like it, bro. And we beat 7 o'clock.
I was going to say we won a little
we
overtime.
beat 7 o'clock. So salute the fact that we early. It ain't 7. All right. So that's a win. That's a win, man. All right. It's the season time. And we was watching Bron play. All right. Team USA, bro.
Good win.
Team USA, money in the bank. That's what you said, right? Money in the bank.
Yeah, I
Come
still
on,
got more
man.
games
Come
for
on,
them
man.
to win, but
Money in the
step
bank,
in the right
man.
direction.
Come on, baby. This what we on. All right. So, with that being the case, that will do it for today because, like I said, we are beating 7 o'clock. All right. But shout out to each and every one of y'all rocking with us today. We'll be back in here in the saddle tomorrow like we've been doing, all right? So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. But stay safe wherever you at, man. Whatever you're doing, hit that like button one final time for the coaches. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, baby.
Peace.